Right now, we have Bellfoyboi versus Icebound. That is Soriz versus Siegfried. Some big boys. Some big boys and big damage we're going to be seeing on the screen here today. I am, like, cautiously optimistic with how long this is going to go. I don't think this is going to be a very long one, Zoma.
Nah, it could really be over in a matter of seconds if you get a big, close, heavy counter hit with Siegfried, or just really get a good starter with a lot of the burst options like the Jet Punch, and you're close enough to the corner as Soriz. It could be a disaster for you at SummerSlam, but both characters do have the advantage of having higher health. Siegfried just in the vanilla sense, and then Soriz when he gets the added stocks and gets to go into install, definitely becomes a lot more tanky of a character. But we will see what is going to be in effect between these two. So our first match, the Battle of the S's, who will be the S-rank competitor, moving on in the winner's side of things between Soriz, Siegfried. Here we go, viewers.
Here we go. Round start is going to be what tells it all. 6XM to start it off. Oh, and then, yeah, you cannot spot dodge that. The medium fireball will catch you out. Under pressure in the corner, you're fighting their way out. Bellfoy finally pushing it back to mid-screen.
Looking for the good old 2-1-4. Love my neutral. Go play it for me. That and the fireball could be what could be very dangerous for Soriz to try to play into. We got up close. Immediate BC. Looking for that jet counter one more time, but denying the RS with the DP.
Honestly, a good outcome for Bellfoyboi. Just a DP on reaction there would have spelled death for sure with that SSBA ready to rock and roll. Or SBA, I should say. But now we're pushing back into the corner. Bellfoy, big hit from Icebound. No SBA required, not even a single drop of the meter needed for that combo. Icebound up the first round.
Yeah, having that fireball, really any of the variants is really good in the corner. The whole one will give you that bounce that will hit in the air from combo. Oh, but the heavy DP is going to be baited out this time. Got it the first time they went for it, but second time, no doing.
Oh, man. Oh, no, but we're not watching our toesies. We're finally able to escape out of the corner. Icebound now able to get a corner combo of their own. Pretty both blow for blow here. Fighting their way out, Bellfoy. Kind of just walking it back there, and the whip punish doesn't hit fully.
Oh, catching the startup of the 2-1-4. But we always have that 2U, the trusty match option from Siegfried, and then take them all the way to the corner with the 50-meter, deliver them to the right side of the screen, and now keep them locked down. Good tech on the throw here, but time might be running out if Siegfried finds the 2M, but it's going to be the swift kick to the jaw. Finds the round 3.
God, that far heavy really puts in numbers. Of course, using the split kick right at the beginning, I believe just 6-5 frames. It's very, very fast. But all of a sudden, we're in this corner again. Bellfoy accidentally slipping up and letting Icebound jump right over. Nice whiff punish. Gonna be able to push almost all the way over to the next corner. Ooh, the air stall called out.
Dodge on the fireball, playing a lot better around the medium version this time around, not getting tagged by it. EC to keep Soriz or Siegfried back at mid-screen, but you're right back into the corner. But the dodge on the 6XL enabling the full brunt of the punish. But it's not going to be quite enough to kill. I would say if I knew routing, good optimization there to end Soriz's life and get a game 1 victory on the board for Bellfoyboi. Okay.
Just that little squeak of damage to close out the game. You love to see it. Bellfoy, obviously very, very trained on this character. You get that off of very specific hits, and that 2M dash punch extension is always something we like to see. I'm just shocked it did exactly enough damage to kill.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure if they would get the 2M there. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, so how did they finish this off? Because I don't know where Siegfried's gonna fall, but yeah, getting that extension, that was really clutch. Oh, but here we go. Really clutch to have 4 stocks in the tank. Now being a lot more liberal with that 5U usage. Icebound gonna have to be very careful with starting offense now.
Yeah, exactly. It's not necessarily that 5U is the best risk return, but also at the same time, it's not the worst, right? Representing it, allowing it so that, you know what? Hey, my enemy has to know that I have this option. It's always a mental game, especially as we get deeper into these games. This is a first 3 bracket, always has been. I hope always will be. You gotta play those mental games. Oh, speaking of the mental game! Oh my God, you're dead! You're dead!
Yep. that's the power of 2-2-U, baby. Just gonna run up, get the throw bait, and that's gonna be the end for you, man. Look, I've seen at every level that just delete people. Doesn't matter who's playing, what character they're playing. If you reach into the cookie jar, nothing sweet's gonna be ready for you at the end of it, man. But here we go.
Not.
Mind your manners in this neutral, and mind the fireball as well. Like I said, tough to play around for Soriz, and Icebound knows it, gonna be able to seize advantage off of it.
Yeah, I've been liking this neutral that both players have been playing, right? Standing outside of their respective 2M range. Oh, man, but the defense is not looking as solid as Icebound is probably going to be able to close this out. SBA just to close out that little bit of damage. Take that round.
Yeah, I'm glad that they were able to pull that through because I think the 214 was on cooldown, so they were trying to go into the charge version off of the counter hit. Wasn't available to him, so they only got that 5H, but still able to find the hit to close it out. And looking to close out game 2 in a similar fashion in the left coast corner. Going to be able to get the whip on for the 2M, but again, missing on the combo, picking it up anyway.
Again!
Oh my God!
Slip out. Bellfoy finally able to start the pressure, but we're going to be very, very ginger. This is a Siegfried with 100 meters ready to go. Icebound now jumps to the other side, going to take the corner for himself. Easy combos. Easy does it, yeah. Raging Strike, Raging Chain never lets you down. Even in high-stress situations, baby, you can always rely on her.
Yep. Stabilize the combo and stabilize the set count, one apiece even on the balance. And now we will see who tips the scales here. Looking for that round start 6-6M. Already pushing Soriz back into the corner. That's been Icebound pretty much most of the last few minutes of gameplay. It's just been them taking it to Soriz, who is being very patient, but a little bit too handsy with the 6XL there. Icebound gonna win the war there.
Yeah, exactly. And you've seen that Icebound's been getting out of this corner with really, really deep jump-ins. And Bellfoy not able to replicate the same success, mostly due to Siegfried's great ability at anti-airing, probably just scared of that damage output. But if you stay on the ground, it's going to be a lot of the same. Icebound getting a lead in this set for the first time.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, that 2M is putting in a lot of work because, like you said, it's been denying the aerial approach with the threat of the anti-air. So you try to play on the ground, that 2M can jail you. And that's something that Soriz likes to play into with their own 2M. But Siegfried's just a little bit better. Now we're trading a little bit of blows at that mid-range. You're going to get a big one here. Finally going to be able to get the whiff punish with the ultimate jet punch.
Yeah, get it out of here. We're going back to mid-screen. Brave counter. Get me back to the corner. Brave counter back. This is Granblue Gaming, baby. We're pushing back to that mid-screen, trying to find those openings. Each player really just looking for something to happen.
Alright, not even going to play the even game. Just going to do Fire H into the install. We want to kill this guy now while we can. Oh, 6XL gonna hit, but not gonna be able to pick up off of it, giving Soriz a little bit more chance to get right back in and punch out the remaining green on the health bar. Soriz up now in game 3.
Yeah, we're trying to make something happen. Both players are just playing stonewall defense. We're not letting anything out, not letting anything in. Icebound also playing pretty stonewall offense. We're not taking any options with that stance. We're always so scared of everything. 6XL and 2M are our only options that we can choose here. And honestly, I respect it. Get some plus frames.
Bro.
This is so scary. They both know that as soon as whoever wins these next couple interactions just wins the game, wins the corner.
Yeah, because you were alluding to the big damage at the outset. It's just, you know, with the right touch, you can perish. And here's a good touch right here. The 2U, but not going to be a good enough touch to get the full cinematic. So no diamonds off the board. But it's a win in our favor, Bellfoyboi. Even though they took the reversal super, not the worst outcome in the situation. So 2-1. Look at that set point here if they can keep it going.
You know what? A lot could be said about the pressure in this game, but one thing that is for certain at high level and low levels, run up, do nothing, hit low. Like couple seconds later, must be the best pressure string in the entire game. Bellfoy just ran up, no fear in his mind, waited for the DP, wasn't there, tap his toes, easy peasy.
It's like one of my favorite, I think it's from Smash, where it's like, did you just walk up and forward smash? It's like when you just walk up, do nothing. There's nothing scarier in fighting games than just doing absolutely nothing. But when you got 50%, you want to do a little bit of something in the form of that DP. You can't do it otherwise. And we're just going to do the swift roundhouse fang. We're not going to get a lot out of it, so we're going right back to neutral, and that's where we slam the sword, baby.
Yeah, it's a really, really good tool for Soriz with the roundhouse fang. Able to be active frame 5. Frame 5. The same as a jab, everybody at home.
You saw him get the punish on that 667, and I was like, dude, that is great. Oh, Far H looking for it, but now we're getting that install.
The diaper
First
install.
time this set.
Oh my God!
In the air. Oh, but the DP not gonna be enough to kill because we're at install.
The install stocks are way up. No, and the alt DP comes out. The chip kill. I don't even think it was chip. He just died. Oh, Bellfoy going down that round. Icebound holding it down in the corner. Obviously, I would be clenched up. I would be terrified. Wow, double 5U to call out that whole entire string.
Oh, the shimmy into the far edge gonna land this time around.
Ah, no, not again!
Man, you gotta know. Just take the throw, man. If he's throwing blue, you just just take it, man. Just relax. He's gonna kill you otherwise.
Oh my gosh, no way.
What?
we're getting peak slop at the end of here. Both players are trying to fight to survive, baby. Die in the game, you die in real life. Soriz, Bellfoyboi, up to set point here. Looking to close it out.
Yeah, Icebound, you're gonna need to cool, calm, collect yourself because I know that was a little bit scrambly. Oh, and I say that you let the DP rip. You just wanted Soriz away from you, but again, just not wanting to hold down back against the Macho ultimatum and trying to take to the skies by holding up the 2H counter hit. Are you dead?
Not quite. One throw, one strike could do Icebound in. Final stand here. The 6-6-H goes all the way through the H fireball. I cannot believe my eyes. Icebound now in install. This is the only way that we can make it happen. The regen from install, bringing him out of the chip kill range. But the death by 1,000 cuts doesn't stop there. Bellfoyboi with a roundhouse fang closes out the first set, 3-1 over Icebound. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Want violence. We
let's
just want
go.
Violence.
This is what I want to see.
Man.
Oh my gosh, it's 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Brother, there's 2. What happened to the Percy, man? I wanted to talk about Percy. This guy,
Dude,
Inspector,
the
makes me mad.
commentators got mixed. We got mixed. Oh my god, we were playing double Gex. I'm like sitting in shock. Oh my god.
Yep, it's tail time. We wanted our tail out of the West Coast corner, trying to get the 6-6Ls here. Battle of the far H's, battle of any poke that we can find between these two. Trading the far lights, and man, this is peak. This is peak.
This is peak. Inspector there on the blue, Chara on the red. In the ubiquitous. You know what? The player 2 playing the player 2 color is even better. I think that this might be a match made in heaven. But Chara's gonna be sending Inspector straight to hell for this first round, taking the first blood.
Round start 6-6H. This is EX Gran. This is EX Gran.
This is your brain on EX Gran, baby.
Oh man, 6-6L to get us out of the corner here. Just retreating back to neutral, but that's the advantage that regular Gran has over EX Gran. Has more utility in that fireball. Gonna be able to still get the boot, but not the combo after the fact that would have killed Chara, who's gonna run up, get the counter hit far light.
I just realized what is EX and what is not. What is going on? I thought we were seeing 2 EX Grans. I just saw the boot. I'm so caught up in the moment that I'm losing it. You're taking so much damage. You were so dead.
Oh, you're kidding! Like you were just winning, and then EX Gran was like, "Yeah, but what if you weren't? You know, that'd be hype."
That would be hype. Chara taking game 1, and Inspector not swapping off. Obviously, just letting the battle of the Grans rock here. With the 6XL with punish, but no combo afterwards. Inspector!
This is not his character. This is not his character. I will be nice to him. I will be nice to him. This is not his character. He does not play them. They're on S+5 with 15,200 crystals. They do not enter rank with this character. They don't know how he works.
Who needs ranked? Hold this boot. Swap the corner. Chara, 5U out of the corner. Get ourselves breaking out into this mid screen here. The neutral is immaculate. After 3 6XLs, we see a far medium with punish for Chara to go up another round. Oh my God.
The far heavy though. Both of them have access to that, so you know you got to play into each other's ranges with these normals. Very Shoto as keep them in the corner here. Oh, but really quick I was gonna say 5U because that's EX Gran's DP, but the DP from Gran to get away from the ultimate fireball, but right back into their ultimate lariat, and then the overdrive surge to put them back in the corner. That's so much damage off of that touch.
This is a ton of damage. You die in just a couple hits. Well, here's a couple hits. Inspector going down without much of a fight here. 2-0 for Chara. And looks like we are going to be seeing a no funny business where it's time to swap over. Inspector had their fun. Sandbag a little bit. You got to make it hard for him, right? You got to make it hard for yourself.
No. Oh
my gosh.
No. Please don't be EX Djeeta. It's EX Djeeta too, dude.
Gosh,
I hate this. I hate this so much. This so much.
We downgraded. I don't know what's going on.
I can't believe
Picking
this.
the red color too?
Burr literally said in the lobby, playtime is over, time to go all out, and then he just says, you know what, I'm just gonna do 2 characters I don't play. And here we go, Chara's not playing around either. Just saying, all right, you wanna give me the opportunity, I'll take it, but I'll take the opportunity to throw you, punish back throw into the corner, but can't make the most of it.
Oh no, we missed, but it doesn't matter, that's plus. Oh, what a game we play for money. There's $2.25 on the line here. You can make more of that if you want Chara to be cashing out. By exclamation mark Matcherino in chat there.
Do we really want to use this to advertise the Matcherino? Do we really want to use this to
We have accusations of win trading in chat, okay? Like, what am I supposed to do? Inspector, great player by their own right. Obviously, very convinced of their skills on this character. And against anybody else that wasn't Chara, I'm sure that it would shine. But Chara's just not really feeling it. They don't care. Everything's so immaculate so far. We're holding the plus buttons. We're mashing when we need to. We're holding neutral. And just like that. No way. No way you're trolling.
You don't know the combo. You don't know the combo. You don't know the combo. You could have killed, but you don't know the combo. Oh my God. I hate this. I hate this so much, man. You don't. Against Lancelot, though, I feel like it's kind of tougher to get him to be locked down from a distance with Dragon because he has access to turbulence, he has a fireball of his own if he can get the startup going on that. But honestly, I don't feel like there's anything in particular that Synn would be afraid of. It would just be a matter of surviving the storm once Lance gets in. And so far, we're already doing a good job challenging on the Rekka 2, but couldn't quite get enough off of that to really make it count in terms of screen position. So we have to DP to get out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Synn definitely probably the most prolific player of Zooey, at least here in North America. Definitely has a great track record under their belt. And Model's not a name that I have seen a lot so far, but getting to this point, beat Dragalia 3-1 ahead of time. So quite a good performance so far. But we're going to have to see if they can topple the mountain that is Synn, as they should be able to close it. No, okay, we are not spending the meter to kill. Perhaps just a misinput. I'm going to hope Synn just brave countering to regain this neutral. And the DP will close up the round, taking the first blood.
Yeah, Tubby giving us some matchup notes in the chat. Esteemed Zooey player in their own right, basically saying, yeah, with Zooey having access to 668H, the armored dash attack, as well as 623H, to kill Lance for trying to take to the skies. I mentioned like the dragon, not really much of an effect, but just having that strong 623H tool, especially now that you can combo off for it, makes it a little bit more dangerous for Lance to take the skies. But we're staying on the ground here, going to be able to catch. I think that was Synn trying to hold up to get out of the corner pressure, so and be able to get the counter, or not the counter hit, the close heavy into the full SBA combo. Models going to be able to get a perfect on the board after dropping the first round.
Yeah, not bad showing there. Synn trying to get out of what I would assume they were thinking was a fake fireball setup, but not quite. Model's just going for, you know, clean and simple, do a meaty. Sometimes you just need to do a meaty.
Dude, for real, like just keep it vanilla, keep it simple.
Keep it vanilla.
Oh, yeah, but trying to get a little bit cute right there. Just going to get immediately mashed out of the feign attempt right there. Trying to go up and down, but right to the ground you go with the counter hit. Trying to get a fireball to get some space, but we're right back in there. The BC being used offensively. And now, what do you do to get out of it? You try to bet it on a DP, but the immaculate spacing there from Synn makes it very hard for models to contest at that range. So Synn going to be able to utilize that to take the first game of the set.
Yeah, not a bad showing so far. Synn obviously just looking through everything that Models is trying to do out of the corner there. There are a lot of options that that Lancelot does have, but like you said, against Synn and against Zooey, there's not a lot. 623H definitely does just kill you in the corner and operates at the exact same angle as that wall jump. And even of the turbulence, I'm pretty sure that you can just use it on both options if they take to the skies. So not a great showing so far, but now Models is keeping up the pressure here in the corner and getting a massive counter hit close heavy.
Yeah, the flip side of this too is that with Zooey not having access to a meterless reversal, the strike throw that Lance can put on top of her is really tough for Zooey to deal with, and now that's your best advantage state as Lancelot, and you're able to use that to get that round one victory. Both times Models has taken the round. It's been a swift fashion when they've put Synn into the corner, which is why Synn already feels the onus and the impetus to take Lancelot to their own advantage state and not give Lance a chance to get started.
Yeah, nice spot dodge there, just trying to survive this corner pressure, but Synn's not letting off the gas too soon here. The dragon pressure, the gauge is down, so now Synn just taking a little bit of a backseat, backing up a little bit, really relying on buttons a lot more, but that 63H, like we mentioned, it's gonna be a massive stabilizer, and yeah, we're just gonna keep it simple, stupid. Raging strike, raging chain all around, close it out.
Yeah, I was a bit scared because of Lance going to the other side, so it didn't take them to the corner on the route, but still going to be able to close it out there off the back of dumping all of our diamonds in the form of raging strikes. But here we go, striking into the fear of, or striking into the heart of Zooey is the fear that Lancelot does when he gets that first bit of corner advantage, which is why Synn being very aggressive and trying to get out immediately before things get bad.
Oh my gosh, like ships in the night, they pass by each other, but it's going to be Synn who's coming out of that interaction a lot better. Now getting the corner pressure. This is very, very scary. You're going to have to guess constantly. At any point, the roll is caught out. Synn going to be able to close it out and push themselves to 2-0 over Models.
Gotta know the Mario Party mini game when Zooey has you in the corner with Dragon Meter. You gotta know which skill to react to and how to do it, because you pick the wrong option trying to roll through the L Dragon, you run right into the M Dragon, and that's what you get, a big counter hit. Good starter for Zooey in the corner, and good tidings for Synn being up 2-0 here.
Yeah, so far, it hasn't been entirely one-sided. Models has been taking these pretty crazy rounds, but at the same time, most of them have been pretty one-sided for them, and we might be seeing yet another. Starting off the combo in the corner, we're going to be going into some pretty messed up Oki. What are we seeing? That's close medium. Oh, the air-to-air.
Dragon Beam to bring them in. That is a wild touch. Good dodge on the ultimate fireball. Do not let Lance get a chance at starting offense. Oh, but a weird touch on the ult lariat there after the Dragon Beam picked up. But we're still in the corner. This is a really good spot to be in. That's why we want to hop on out of there.
I like that deep jump hit, right? Staying really low, but no, you cannot steal a turn back from Synn. No. Surprisingly, no animation there for how close it was, but we moved. Definitely not out of the corner, but we moved. Models just walking their way in. 6XL does land, but no combo to be seen. 2H should just close it out. Synn moving to set point. What? What? I didn't know you could do that.
All right, setting up shop already, putting out the dragon. Gonna be able to get the whip punish as well. Usher Lancelot into the corner. Already good fortune for Zooey. Gonna build back up that resource by going into the 236U. And then,
oh my gosh,
just
so
empty
read.
jump DP. Syn's feeling themselves.
Yeah, trade back. We'll likely be seeing the game start from here as they get off to a double fireball start. Wow, Synn just sticking out that far M, sticking right out nice and far into Lancelot's reapproach there.
Ooh, beats out the BC by canceling. 6XL to call out the backdash. Synn's been really good about using that to deny any sort of shimmy attempt and resetting pressure after the fact, and going to be able to set up some good pressure as well as we get closer to the left side of the screen with a whole bunch of dragon meter at our disposal as we use it to commandeer neutral and call them out. Heavy dragon beam, the medium skill, cancel into 236U. We're going right back into the thick of things, baby.
Yeah, we're really getting zoned out here, and all we need is the auto combo for Synn to take down models 3-0, sending them down.
You know, you'd probably enjoy going up to Canada, but results may vary. But we will see how the Soriz fares up against the Galleon here. I am very interested to see how Tatsu plays this, because again, like we noted, very aggressive player, but there are a lot of ways that Soriz can sort of not let you do that. But I mean, look, we're all equal in the eyes of the primordial grasp. Just as I say that, 2 ways to get started, no combo after the fact, but Bellfoyboi already letting themselves know this ain't gonna be your daddy's fight.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be easy at all. Ooh, I like this slight delay on the U punch or the side swap. Never seen that before. But B-Tatsu showing that they're a character specialist. Ooh, trying to go for the grab there, but not quite. Bellfoyboi jumping out of the corner and back on the sigil you go. That is a double sigil. This is a very scary situation.
That's it at that 5H range. It's a slower startup, so can challenge if they can find the spot, but it's easier said than done. We do find our way out of there and room to go into install. Setting up away from the seals, but rushing on in, getting past there. But we get BC'd for our troubles right on top of the seal, and the 5U extension gonna be able to close it out. 6H enabled because of the very, very serendipitous spot that they were put in.
Yeah, not what Bellfoyboi's looking for, but this is exactly what we've been seeing. The great spacing that they use for this roundhouse fang is phenomenal. Like, you see the intentional backdash to ensure that if they jump out of the corner, you're dying for it. 50% off B-Tatsu, and now you got to eat this Soriz chip pressure in the corner. And a massive hit to start. We got 50 meter, we got 100 meter. We're gonna spend it all on B-Tatsu to take a round for ourselves.
But that's a great note on the roundhouse fang, Ferris, because of the great medium or the great mid-range buttons that Galleon does have. Having the access to that roundhouse fang to really contest that with both its attack priority and its speed, really, really good to use up against this character trying to find their way in that phase of the game. So Bellfoyboi using that to their advantage, but the far H trying to stuff them. DP gonna deny that, however.
Yeah, especially with the constant time that B-Tatsu is using this far heavy, and that all Galleon players use their far heavy, you'll definitely be seeing this spacing repeated a lot. You see it here, right at the tip of that far heavy. And the DP roundhouse fang is gonna be able to take it. Bellfoyboi taking the first game on the board in our winner's side.
Believe in victory.
And I love the flip of the aggression defensively from Bellfoyboi, not giving them the same look on each knockdown that they get. It's either, you know, I'm going to back up so you don't get a muff up your plus frames. I'll be respectful so you feel like you can get time for a command grab. And then right when you think I'm going to be respectful, bam, ult DP. And it's just really important to make it so the grappler doesn't have a lot of comfort in setting up their offense. And there's no comfort being shown here. Bellfoyboi looking very, very cozy, up so much in the health department.
Wow, I love that preemptive spot dodge there. Obviously looking for the far heavy, but ended up catching out a U skill. Almost able to punish it there. B-Tatsu feeling the pressure here, down to 15 meter only. Ooh, but this is exactly what they're looking for. They're gonna build a lot of that back. We're gonna turn the tides here. Huge bit of damage and corner pressure. Set up the sigils. See what we got. Far heavy connect.
Oh, might not be enough, but we're going to be able to get the reset there. The BC bait as well, trying to sit far back, get room for the install. Now we just sit at that far H spacing range. You're going to have to do a lot more chip because the clothes are off and the defense is up.
We're not watching our toes. B-Tatsu takes that round. That was tight there. There was a lot of things that Bellfoy can do in the install. A run-up command grab is always on the cards. You have to always be thinking about that. Tatsu just wanted to keep that distance and kind of do everything by the books here. Oh man, we're starting the pressure here. Oh, and the dash punch finally connects here. Bellfoy getting a great starter and a great bait on the DP. This should be enough to kill. Raging Strike, Raging Shade with like a sliver. Oh my god. Into the command grab. Oh no. B-Tatsu trying to get something started. All we need is one roundhouse bang. Yeah, and that's all.
There it is. Oh man, the pixel in the dream is all you need, baby. But unfortunately, you're running into somebody with dreams deferred in the form of that roundhouse bang. Varus, you have been highlighting that move each time Bellfoyboi is calling up to stream, and he is definitely making you a truther.
It's almost like it's my least favorite button in this matchup. It's something you always have to think about. It's a great equalizer. It's a combo starter. It's a reversal. It does everything, does your taxes and more. And obviously Bellfoy really using it during this tax time here. B-Tatsu trying to collect, but not going to be finding anything in the bank for Bellfoy.
Pushing them back to mid-screen, right out of the range of the leveled up meteorite. Dodging that one as well, so just minding their manners, but also sacrificing screen space as a result. Finally going to be able to catch him reaching one more again. Not going to be enough to kill, but this is going to be a precarious situation, especially with the hard knockdown off of the counter hit PC.
We're trying to make something happen here. And the far medium after the backdash, gonna be able to close out that game too. This feels like a full set so far with the amount of back and forth that we've been seeing from both competitors. Bellfoy just squeaking out of these positions barely by the skin of his teeth. Now able to move up 2-0 in this set. It almost feels surreal from how back and forth the set actually has been.
5U catching them tripping, but a 5U in return to get us some stocks.
But
the charge version gonna get the crumple state, so now we get a little bit more oomph to our advantage if we can find it. But Bellfoyboi once again denying it. These burst options, calling out B-Tatsu, trying to set up at a distance. Gonna have to figure out a different tempo to play at, because right now Soriz is marching to the beat of his own taiko drum.
We're trying to make something happen here in the corner, but absolutely nothing's working. The defense is crumbling, and B-Tatsu now staring down the barrel of a set point for Bellfoyboi. This is terrifying, to say the least. We've been seeing a complete deconstruction of B-Tatsu's spacing, setups, zoning, everything. Even on defense here, we're not we're not looking for a lot of stuff. Yeah, just as we say it. Getting hit by a lot of the command grabs though. Bellfoy, I think 0 for 3 on this. 1 for 3 on the command grabs.
Oh man, yeah, commentators curse is real, but what's been real has been how well Soriz has been playing into this. It's just very interesting because they're forcing B-Tatsu to slow down, and I feel like they were rather uncomfortable for the last few rounds, but now being able to settle down into things, finally gonna find a spot to place that far H and get the punish at the end of the round to clear things up. But again, the sheer disrespect that is being shown by Soriz while also finding the right times to slow it down. It's just really throwing B-Tatsu for a loop here.
Oh man, into the command grab, can't do that. No combo, thankfully. B-Tatsu's just gonna take the side swap and continue the pressure, but one more hit like that could kill. The spot dodge. Can't make it happen. Bellfoy, one more hit. And we could be seeing the start of something real, up to 2-1. B-Tatsu looking like they have some new life in them.
Yeah, far H definitely was the name of the game right there. Standing at that range where it was just a very awkward for Soriz to find a way back out, especially when they had no real estate to back up. And now calling out the 5Us with the Primordial Grasp command grab, I think B-Tatsu might have found their way in.
Yeah, they might have found a little bit of something. I think that we might be spitting. I don't think that Bellfoy's really looking for these command grabs. It's so dangerous when the grappler starts grappling. Even strong men cry. And we're back into this corner. This looks so scary. The Roundhouse Fang break ourselves out of this scary situation. Bellfoy just looking for anything, for crumbs off the table of Galleon. Oh my god.
Gonna get the 5U, gonna get the 6-2-3 off of that to be able to close it out. B-Tatsu's showing such dominance that we hadn't seen prior, and that far H is a big reason why. Gonna be able to get the backdash on the 5U. I think it's the combination of those two that Bellfoyboi has not built a response off of yet in these last couple of games that B-Tatsu has found that they need to leverage in order to really take it to a game 5, and they look like they are well on their way to doing so here.
They really want this reverse 3-0, and they're showing it in this corner pressure. 7 golden letters, perhaps the start of something as they move up to 2-2, bringing us to this game 5. Could we see a reverse 3-0 in our winners quarterfinals?
I mean, it is highly possible. Galleon, the momentum that she gets moves mountains, and that is looking like it's going to be the case here if Bellfoyboi can't shut it down, which is what they're trying to do before they have to get back into that 5H guessing game. And a little bit of hacky sack, but we get the trade of the diamonds to keep them in the corner after a very scrambly situation.
Very scrambly. We're going to be taking a DP, just reset the situation. Bellfoy does not want to be eating whatever Galleon has cooking. But we're going to be keeping this corner pressure nice. Shimmy should be able to clean up the round. Bellfoy on that set point that we saw all 2 games ago.
Battle 2.
The Kanme Esports account has spoken. We are not seeing a reverse 3-0.
I don't know, though. Look at that 5U pickup and the 5H after the fact. Again, once they get into that spot, I feel like Bellfoyboi, I don't know what option that they're choosing. Is they're either jumping up or 6XLing, trying to get out of the corner. B-Tatsu just sitting out of space where, you know, you're gonna have to bet on a far H to catch the startup of the far heavy, I should say, rather than trying to 6XL your way out. So I don't know. Chip is gonna add up here, holding up for 5U. Will we get the DP out?
We're trying to make something happen, but Bellfoy finds a hit. We do have to look out for so many things here. The DP, everything could just happen. Bellfoy trying to find something to happen. Get that little bit of health back. The 1 stock, and it's gonna be enough. We have enough damage on deck. Bellfoy from 1 HP pops the install, gets the health back, and manages to close out the round. Oh, dials on screen, like so many projectiles.
Versus Beelzebub.
Yeah, and some very favorable RNG that Fidgeties does get. I feel like they have a rabbit's foot tied to their controller anytime that they play this character, because it's a spike ball, it's a cannonball at the exact right time. A star as well. Very annoying to play against.
Did you see the Twitter clip of the 5 stars and 7 draws that they pulled?
I could not believe it.
I couldn't believe it. It was unreal. I thought for a second, I think they made a quip about like, oh hey guys, I found the item manipulation code. And I almost believed them.
No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. There's no other way. But item RNG aside, Fidgeties very strong on Vikala. Definitely one of the premier representatives of the character. A popular character, but one that doesn't necessarily see the most success outside of Fidgeties' performances in these online brackets. Up against Kiragaki, another very notable Beelzebub. Character that's not really made for superstition, just one to really expose a lack of matchup knowledge, and Kiragaki definitely does play into that really well if he gets the chance, and so far it's just been all gas, no brakes. Words to Jacob Fatu, the wolf flowing down the house of cheese. Vikala going down for the perfect.
That's a crazy way to start it off. 3 throws into a throw bait into just pretty clean corner pressure, honestly. Kiragaki definitely, I believe, yes, the Bub's hairstyle is still running with the name and showing the reason why. They got style, they got flair, and they really know how to cut loose ends where they see them. Fidgeties.
Beauty, he's grace. Karma puts you in his face. And trying to be denied. Trying to find any spot to match out because, like we saw, Bebs when he's getting started, Fidgeties a little bit uncomfortable in that first round, but I don't know. That might just be the opening gambit. But the stars have aligned.
Jump! The do not jump versus this Fidgeties character. All right, this is not even Vikala anymore. It's just Fidgeties behind the screen. Oh my God, we were just mentioning the RNG, and they got double spike ball into star. What are we seeing here? We're in the code.
Classic Fidgeties gameplay. That's what we're seeing.
The Goku that's mandatory for every Arc System Works game is in there as an inside man. They're a man on the inside.
What the hell?
Oh, the side switch.
Got that? Did caught the startup of the 5U from that distance. Still got the combo as well.
Oh, and the nice DP. Okay, Fidgeties now trying to turn the tide here. Putting the cannonballs down. We got another one and another one. And we're going to be seeing a little bit of pressure here. Can't BC out of that. Kiragaki now at the SSBA range. Could go for the throw. Could go for a kill on a single hit. This is so scary. The spot dodge does not hit. I actually
really
do
have
not
to
know if
use
this
our
kills,
optimal-
but if you drop it, not going to happen. Oh! My God! The mix! The mix! Real mix in my Granblue? What is going on?
Oh, dude, that's got to be annoying. That's got to be annoying for Kira. Had the hit too. Probably didn't trust that they were close enough to the wall to get the SSBA combo that they wanted, but oh man, getting that drop and losing like that, that's really tough. But getting a good grounded confirmed mid-screen as Bubs to start things off in game 2, that's got to be a little bit better.
And like I said, we're going to be seeing so many projectiles on the screen here. There's so much happening. Fidgeties just trying to clog it all up, make it impossible for Kiragaki to react or even think about anything other than cheese for the next week and a half. There's the star.
Oh, yeah. Didn't trust you to do a dive kick in that instance there. Couldn't quite get the brunt of the full hit right there. But resetting into the throw, the J-Wong classic. And then right when you're looking above your head for the bouncy ball, look down below for the throw. Fidgeties and Dormouse going to be able to say cheese and go up 1-0 in the round count with ease.
Yeah, trying to set up, trying to get anything going. Kiragaki trying to just find their way through all of this. Unfortunately, Beelzebub, great fireball, not the fastest, especially when we already got stuff on screen. We don't have the priority unless we're using that charged heavy or charged medium version. It's gonna be rough getting out of here, and finally we get a hit. Fidgeties should be able to close this out here with proper routing, and we drop it. All right. We're all human, we're all mortal.
Anthem, please. Just walk up Anthem. Just do it.
Oh, I saw it. Oh.
SSBA, is that going to catch him? It does catch. No cinematic, though. 1 BP left for Vikala, so they opt for a brave counter here. Oh, gonna be able to wade through the cannon fire on the star. Not gonna quite be enough to kill, I don't believe, despite Vikala being a low health character. So one more guess for Fidgeties here.
Oh my gosh.
Runs up and throws.
Run up, throw into the corner. Okay, all right, Fidgeties with the fantastic defense. You call that defense?
I mean, I call it cojones. That's what I call it.
Yeah, whatever you would call it. Either way, it's making moves and getting us games. Fidgeties now up 2-0 over Kiragaki.
Man,
trying to make it deeper.
I can't fathom against a character with a dive kick in that situation just doing run up throw. I could die, man. I could die. But Fidgeties operating on a different time. But right now we're operating on Bub time. As I say that, the clock not right on Bub's standard time.
Oh my gosh, that hit! The spike ball doing double overtime to hit Kiragaki, and we're going all the way to the corner. Oh my gosh, we have another spike ball. We paid her off. We paid her off, man. Oh, and a nice teleport.
I don't know what the side game's equivalent of V Shoujo is. I feel like Vikala gets a check from that.
Yeah, probably.
Battle 2.
We're checking all the boxes here for a potential 3-0. And one of the things I did want to highlight earlier in the set is been the use of that JH from Fidgeties to keep Bubs from taking to the skies and threatening any aerial option as well. That air-to-air game has been really good, and so is a big hit with the counter hit close heavy. All of the items that we need to really make this an optimal conversion. Vikala getting all of the luck here.
I can't believe we saw 2 back-to-back spike balls in the middle of that hit. Are we kidding? Kiragaki, though, might be able to start something. Send them all the way to the other side of the screen, bounce off, get a no teleport into the safe jump. And fair enough, but it's not going to be enough. Fidgeties finding a little opening and taking it 3-0 over Kiragaki. What
a guaranteed 5th place finish. But of course, we want to see if we get to that top 3. It starts here in winter semis. Varus, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We were talking a little bit off stream about what this matchup would look like. It is going to be a very hard time for Soriz to get in, of course. There is still the equalizer. Once we do get that 50% meter, we do have the be-all and end-all of Soriz's kit. We do have that ultimate dash punch, but of course, everything else is going to be pretty uphill from there. Synn, especially pretty good at keeping out characters like Soriz. So we'll have to see if Bellfoy can climb that hill.
Yeah, and I've seen Synn play this matchup a fair amount of times competitively, and they seem very comfortable in this aspect. But Bellfoyboi cannot count them out. We talked about the lamentations that Soriz had against Galleon. They didn't really seem to care all that much, but we will see how far we can go. But blind public can't see all that much, but they do see $5 going into the contribution pot. Thank you very much for your direct contribution and your generous donation, as we're donating a huge chunk of life off of Zooey's bar here as Soriz getting underway. The back throw during the throw bait attempt.
Yeah, not quite, unfortunately. But Synn now swapping the corner. We're keeping the tempo moving, but just in the other direction. Bellfoy going to be trying to get out, using that BC, using that precious meter. But this should be plenty. It's a kill, but not quite. I don't think we had the money to spend on that Raging Strike to finish it off. Now Synn finally gets another chance.
Good one at that too. Gonna probably use this to refill the gauge. No, Value in taking them to the corner instead here to set up the next touch. And now gonna be able to go into a very beefy combo. Not gonna be quite enough to kill, but sets up a guess for game situation with the lightning at your back and the dragon on Zooey's side to beat the BC attempt and get the game. It started with a 6-6L, took it all the way to a round win.
Yeah, you can really feel how Synn plays the game. You just get yourself in a really good situation. You never let it go. Synn has been holding this corner for quite some time, but now we're going to be visiting the left coast here and see if we can have some similar results on the other side of the globe here. Ooh, but there's the dash punch, the great equalizer. Like I said, we're just walking, trying to get that 50. Trying to make something happen. Bellfoy needs to be at a much closer range in order to make something happen against Synn and against this Zooey. The super on reaction.
Yep. I was waiting for that. Synn, definitely known for his reactions. It's very hard to pull a fast one on him, especially with that jet punch. Will be quick to spot dodge it without the super, but then with the super, it becomes even more deadly to try that on him. So, gonna have to figure something else out for a jump scare. But here we go. It can be getting a little scary here.
I love that reaction. Taking only the first hit of the Rekka in order to get the punish. Great matchup knowledge there from Bellfoyboi. But now, both players got that 50, ready to let it rock and roll. But it's going to require some good patience, and Synn's got it. The 2M will close out game 1.
Yeah, one of the things that Zooey has in her toolkit that makes it a little bit harder for Soriz to compete with at that mid-range. The 2M, the 5H that she has, far M as well. It's a lot of stuff that Soriz will have to try to play their way around. Even when they're structuring corner pressure, have to think about that. But here we go. It's the corner pressure from Zooey that we're going to get familiar with here in the first part of game 2 with Synn leading the dance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, BC is a pretty common tool to be seen, but definitely not in the match against Zooey. And Synn likes to keep it that way. We like to keep ourselves very spaced, very safe. out of range. And now we're just backing up. We're letting the Dragons do the work. We got that 100-meter on deck. The diaper install is ready to rock, but Soriz is going to be going down swinging.
The diaper
Perfect
install.
Yeah, it's definitely what it is, baby.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I just wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready for the raw Raging Strike to hit after the DP went on the other side. Looks like Synn wasn't quite ready either because they feel a little bit scrambly, so a lot of health has been taken off on the back of those scrambled eggs.
You know, with that 5U, got another stock on that gauge there. The muscle gauge is pretty imperative, especially for this matchup. We lost all of our Brave Crystals here. Oh my god, and we're gonna get a big hit. We're starting something up. Bellfoy, 60%. Ready to rock and roll. Any one hit could kill, but we're not gonna be able to punish that. But the whiff to him, that's gonna be a punish. A nice 5L close out the round. Bellfoy taking a round on the board. Signs of life. I love that match.
Dodging
Oh,
through
man.
Dragons, gonna find their spot to get in with the lariat, put Zooey into a bind. And I see what they're trying to go for here, trying to be a little bit cheeky with how they want to wade their way in around the 2M, finally catching the start of the something to get a good 6L and the 5U, but the DP right back.
On the dash punch finally hits. Synn going down, swinging. Catching out the button in the middle of the screen there, and Bellfoy evening up the set. What a piece. You love to see it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right, you gotta start swinging.
Yeah, I mentioned the threat of just being able to react to the blue punch, but still you get big value of it if you can call out a normal from Zooey that's being played in that mid-range. So maybe don't do it in an obvious situation, but Bellfoyboi still keeping it in the arsenal for Synn to think about, but they're gonna have to think about a way out of the corner once again. Synn just really taking it to Soriz as we get started here, getting the Dragon meter built back up, forcing a BC on Soriz's part, but they didn't get you too much because we're gonna be going to round 2 if we can finish this combo correctly.
Yeah, you say if. We're really holding with bated breath here. We've seen a lot tonight. But it looks like we should be doing enough. Synn.
I don't want to say when. It's commentators curse. It's been bad. It's been real bad tonight. It's been so bad if you're tuning in now.
Yeah, we forgot to take the meds for that one, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. We are still vaccinated. We're going to be moving into this left corner, trying to make something happen. Synn looking like they're really running the freight train here.
All right, gonna be able to take out those far L's, command space, gonna convert it into a lot of corner carry here. Set up the lighting as well. Once again, looking for the jump bait, but Bellfoyboi not biting. Had the dodge on it, but no punish.
And now this is gonna give him plenty of space. Bellfoy blocking the forward advance from Synn. Very punishable on block, unfortunately, but Synn also going to be just trading blow for blow here. Trying to see if they can get something out of it. This is not going to be enough to kill. 0 crystals on the side of Synn. Anything kills. Oh, no!
You tried it! No, but no punish! Oh my goodness gracious! Gotta be very careful with the dragons though, because we do have access to meter. We're gonna use it to go into install as well. Just run up into the
way.
Synn. You know what? I'm up around. I get it. 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 I get it.
I can understand. I can understand the headspace. I can't understand the scramble. Bellfoy being the stonewall that he is on this defense, does not really biting for anything. So unfortunately, Synn trying something a little bit spicy, trying to see if sometimes you gotta knock on the door to see if anyone's home, right? So
true.
Bellfoy definitely home. Definitely home.
Definitely reacting to the spot, or reacting to the blue flash as well. Spot dodge into the back throw incident, putting Soriz in a very tough spot, but not a lot of meter left to reinforce this, so a call out could be happening here.
Move back to the mid screen. No Dragon meter on deck for Synn. Ooh, and I love the reaction super. Yeah, close up the SBA. Get a little bit of damage on the board. Bellfoy still up in every economy that matters here. Ooh, but we're going to be equalizing that a little bit. Ooh! The Dragon's going to call it out. That 2M.
Yep. Oh man, look, we're all equal in the eyes of Zooey when she has access to the dragon meter in the corner. Very, very strong advantage state that she does possess. It's just a matter of getting there. That poses a lot of problems for her in a lot of tournament runs. But against a character like Soriz, who sort of has to play a little bit of the gamble game in their own right in neutral to get in until they get that meter, it could be really good for Zooey. But right now we're looking good for Soriz as we get all of these plus frames, trying to bait a reaction from Synn, but nothing doing, so we got to get the anti-air hacky sack.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get the combo off of it, but it's all right. We move. We're still in the corner here. Bellfoy now down to 0 crystals total. This is dangerous. We're taking, I believe, like a hell of a lot more damage. I'm no doctor, but the wounds are definitely seeping in for Synn. Bellfoy trying to make something happen.
Dodging through the dragon, finally finding the right spots. They've been really good about placing these lariats, throwing the Synn for a loop. Again, not being predictable with them, but still getting the full value of an important tool such as that in the neutral phase. Again, being able to call out the spot dodge. UDP to get out of the corner, however. Synn not trying to play defense against Soriz.
Yeah, really not trying to, but unfortunately you're trying to play neutral against Soriz. We're saying nah. Bellfoy getting a huge chunk of damage off of Synn's life bar there. One more hit could kill, and 2H is definitely a hit. We're moving on to game 5.
Interesting jump there. I do understand you have the threat of the ult lightning, but I'm sure that Bellfoyboi was just like, I don't really respect the risk here because I feel like if I get hit by this, it's not going to be the end of the world. But if I hit you here, I win. So interesting to take the skies right there, but Bellfoyboi ready with the responsive anti-gear. Good stuff and good start here, being able to use the 5U punish into the auto combo to put them in the corner.
Yeah, really, really great punish there. Like I said before, using it on the Rekka seems to be a pretty potent tool. There's very limited things that 5U does punish. I did not know that we added the Rekka to the repertoire. But Bellfoy, definitely a character specialist in his own right. Has the understanding, but Synn got some tricks up his sleeve as well.
The good trick is to link into that SBA. Great routing right there to get the full brunt of the damage.
We're eating like 30% there. That hurts.
Yeah, man. It's Zooey routing in the corner now is absurd with the changes that she got over time. It is very punishing to get hit by her on some touches, but you don't want to get hit by an install Soriz if you can get in. I want to see a command grab.
Oh
here.
my God, no! Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, he's just better. He might actually just be better.
That was good. That was a good spot dodge. I thought that was a button. I won't lie. My reaction time definitely not what Synn's is. But now we're into our set point for Synn. Gonna be trying to make this game last a little bit, not as long. Oh my God, the spot dodge gonna be able to get exactly what he wants into the corner. We're playing neutral. We're playing so much neutral here.
Ready? Medium dragon.
Oh, the whip punish.
Medium once again. Speaking of neutral, my goodness gracious, getting a lot of utility out of the far medium to keep Soriz at bay.
Oh my God.
236U ender, no punish on the end of that though. I'm not even sure if that was punishable, but it felt like there was a lot of dead time. It
felt punishable. The back throw incident. It could happen to you into the install. Keep ourselves safe.
Command grab.
Now you gotta look up for a command grab at any point, and
that's why you bad. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? Synn was looking for it, and Bellfoyboi will be going down into that loser's side. With nothing, pulling out the Soriz on the same colors we saw right before, on those Bellfoyboi colors. And we're gonna get right into it.
Yeah, already trying to do the hustle, get right in there, quick, fast, in a hurry, send it express with the lariat, and take him to the corner. 2M counter hit, big damage off of the health bar of the low health character in Vikala. And that's the big thing here. With the other characters, doesn't necessarily have that same sort of burst option that Vikala needs to fear. Whereas with Soriz, you do have more of a threat with that jet punch, especially if you have armor behind it when you get 50 meters.
Nice, using the alt DP, get ourselves out of the situation. Fidgeties only got that 50 meter left, but now has the corner pressure to make something happen. Oh man, but we're sitting on a heart and there's a star still going! No way! And the RNG is still going. You're dead!
Oh my gosh, man. The hilarious part, I was so silent because you were talking, but I saw the BC happen, and I looked up and saw the star, and I was like, he's getting hit by that.
Bro had his whole life ahead of him. No, he doesn't. The star is coming.
Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?
He was still in the room, man. He was still in the room. You can't even speak his name. But, oh my god. Okay, run-up throw is a great option, honestly. Yeah,
being able to beat out the bomb explosion by having the in-full frames on the throw animation. Gotta love that. The star still remained and didn't get the combo there. But man, oh man, the advantage denied from further elevation. And that's why we got to go for the chip damage on the roundhouse Faye. Nothing, just trying to put an end to all the whimsy as fast as possible.
There's so much happening on the screen and nothing's just trying to operate in this Soriz space, right? Trying to operate right in your face, right where he wants to be. And Fidgeties not using a lot of that meter to get nothing off of them. BCing pretty late here, but really keeping themselves in the corner. And BC right back is going to equalize the situation.
Target keeping Soriz at bay. Looking for the DP right there. Interesting choice. Maybe just gambling in on an approach attempt that maybe would have had an extended hurt box. But here, this is no hurt though. Counter hit close heavy.
Oh my god, there's one spike ball. Okay, and the cannonball. And a star? No way. We go all the way to the corner. Rating strike.
Dead.
This is a ton of damage. Are we seeing a bounty? Are we seeing a bounty? That's the bounty, baby! No way! I don't know if we count that as the comeback, but that was definitely more than 80%. Oh my god! No way! We'll have to go to the referees for that one, but holy man. Nothing taking a little bit of a breather. I would need one too if I was in that situation. What happened?
Okay, so VOD editor cut this out. I love that after that combo, nothing went into chat and just typed, what the fuck? I mean, listen, that's really all you can say. There are no words, but there's no honor amongst these here. They stole that game one there. Nothing trying to make it so that they take it back here in game two.
Yeah, Raz is correct. This is an above average health character, by the way. That's
true. I didn't even think about that. I know he was 0 PP, but holy moly.
Oh my god.
I don't even know if Vera kills there unless she's an install.
I don't know if a lot of characters kill there, but definitely, apparently, Vikala kills there. With SBA, by the way, I want to recognize there was more damage on the table if they took more damage. Oh my god. Well, either way, we have more Granblue to play. Nothing. Trying to make themselves get out of the, I guess the hole that they dug themselves after that last game. Holding a lot more BC. A lot more BP on the table here. Oh my god, that combos?
The star combos on normal hit. Okay, you know what? That's fair. All right, even on block. It's a 6 framer, so we're really plus. That's why we BC on out of there. Double bombs to get the trap to extend on the combo. But if you're going for another item to reach into the pocket, you're going to have to put your hands back out in front of you for defense because in comes the ult punch and the GameStop trade awarded to 2-0, gonna be able to leverage that for a round 2 victory. What a combo opportunity there.
Yeah, what a massive combo there. Picking it up and just trying to equalize with the light buttons, I like especially, right? Not optimal, but you don't need to be optimal to win you the game, all right? Sometimes the touches just need to be touches, all right? Fidgeties, though, trying to just get it back to what they planned right before, all right? We're keeping the Soriz over there at the far H range, maybe even behind a cannon or two. But nothing's not like this idea. Being a little bit more liberal. Oh my god, 2 stars in a row.
These jumps are not really helping them navigate the neutral as well as I think they would want to. They've definitely taken more damage than I think that they would otherwise like to. Maybe try to find the space to walk up, but I get it. You do find your way in though, and you do find a chance to get the SBA now that Vikala's in the corner. 1 BP left looking for the throw bait. And that should be it. No, we did
not
have
quite.
The
roundhouse bank's not there, baby. We're going all the way to the corner. We're going to see if the RNG Jesus is allowing Vikala to have this game win. The TP. We're trying to equalize this health. We are, I believe, in chip range. We're just barely outside. Yeah, yep. But it's going to be an open leg found with nothing going up the round.
Battle 2.
Yeah, that was getting scary there too. Did have actually the 50% if they wanted to gamble on the ult punch to force the chip. So wasn't necessarily all bad for Soriz there, but it did get really scary. We've seen Fidgeties run away with these kinds of games before. Looking to run away with the start of round 2 here in game 3 with Soriz fighting their way out on block, forcing Vikala back with a BC. Right back at you.
Oh man, yeah, we're getting right back to this right side corner with Fidgeties just trying to put some distance between them and nothing. Keep the big man at bay is the name of the game here. Send him full screen, a nice hit, good combo. The air unblockable will definitely help out. But we're seeing that diaper install, baby.
Get away in return. Neither of them really want much to do with either of them, but we're getting up close and personal, catching the backdash with the ultimate punch and his install, so there's more damage where that came from. And gonna be able to reset into the 2L, just catch them holding up, trying to get away from a potential command grab. Nothing going up for the first time this set, 2-1.
2-1 Fidgeties. After a great showing and some insane RNG in game 1, has not been able to make the magic happen against nothing once again. We're gonna have to see if this can keep going. They got a little bit of a hill to climb to get back to where they were. Nice jump over the dash punch, but BC is definitely going to equalize the situation. We're down to 1 BP. That means we are taking 10% bonus damage here in the set. Oh man, and we're caught lacking.
Once again, catching that backdash going to be really good at being able to find spots to pop the U punch. Trying to get even on block, but nothing doing. Couldn't get the air unblockable either, but throwing out all of the traps in the book. Stars, Dormouse teeth, nothing doing though. We are smiling pretty as Soriz going into set point, navigating through all of the mayhem. And one more round until we get to winners finals.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw just the presence of mind that nothing has to just run underneath, right? I'm not going to fall for the air stall. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to run to the other side and punish you when you land, all right? But sometimes you need to do this simple thing, like running under the other character to win games like this. It wraps back around, right? It's a bell curve to everything. Oh my god, we have two stars so far.
Cannonball in the pocket, gonna be able to get another one, pop in the cannon.
Another
more
star.
Stars. Look at all of these oppressive options that we got from the 5U summons. Send them right back. More stars, more oppression, more privilege.
We just need one more hit, one more solid hit to win the set. Fidgeties trying to make magic happen once again here. 2 more hits, no 100 meter on deck, but it's gonna be a DP and it's not enough.
Just slowly threatening that 100%, but the road and rhythm going to be able to set the tempo for a game for round 3. Fidgeties is gonna be able to get Soriz out of install and back into some close for the occasion here.
Yeah, Fidgeties trying to push this to that game 5 that we all want to see here. You know I love a game 5, Zoma. And Fidgeties is trying to put it on, trying to put on a good show. Over to the corner we go. This is going to be an absurd amount of pressure. This is going to be so much pressure. Trying to jump out, trying to get out of anything. The circus of his own doing. Nothing cannot escape from. But he finally does the dash punch. Oh my god, it's like 70%. We equalized.
And the corner, all the plus frames. Gonna get the shimmy as well, but couldn't get the hit after the fact. So the 4L is going to find its mark. Fidgeties once again robbing Soriz. Slow down the camera so we can get the full picture of Dormouse chomping at the bit for a game 5.
Oh my god, we are going to game 5. It's happening again. It could happen to you. Fidgeties, that, honestly, some lights into super is all we need. When you're at that life total, that's all we need to see. We don't need no fancy combos like we saw game 1. Sometimes you just need the basics to close things out.
Yep, tournament combos, they get the job done, and the DP getting the job done right there, keeping Soriz at bay, returning back to a good spot in neutral, trying to force a little bit of a response with the trap on top of them, but nothing doing a really good job on defense. It's just been this phase that's been so tough until they find the right spot for the big punch.
Yeah, massive punch. This is going to be a lot of damage. But Fidgeties not too far off. Could just zone and equalize the damage here. Still 53 seconds on the clock, but we're going to be rushing to the end. Nothing. Not quite getting it, though. We're messing up our combos. On the run-up DP, like we saw before. We're not falling for it here. In winners, semis, we are not falling for it. Nothing. Now on the set point.
That would have even killed.
Yeah, it wouldn't have killed either. It would not have killed.
Did it. Oh, man. But here we go, though. Fidgeties is going to create some space here to get ourselves out of the corner. Run up with the 2-8, catching them, trying to jump. Again, it's been nothing taken to the air that's really allowed a lot of the death by 1,000 cuts to happen. Whereas when they find the right spots to be patient, gain meter, and then find spots for those burst options on the ground, that has really been the advantage state. So Fidgeties down to 0 BP. This is the prime opportunity for you to get started here.
Yeah, this is going to be a ton of potential damage on the board here if nothing can get something going. Oh, man, and we're getting something going. This is going to be a ton of damage. And, yeah, just the ult punch. Going to be able to take the last bit of health, and Fidgeties is going to be sent down into that loser's side. Nothing, moving on to winners finals.
Oh, man. Yeah, after that game 1, I was a little bit worried about the mental space of nothing because that was a tragic way to have it taken from you. But then they were like, you know what? We're not even going to switch back to Ladiva. I trust in the Soriz. You know, a little bit shoddy with the strategy here and again. But again, once you found those big hits, you trust in being able to get that big hit. And when you got it, you made it pay in with interest. And,
with interest,
yeah,
baby.
Soriz moving on to top 3.
If there's one thing that Soriz is able to cash out on, it is big hits. If you land that far heavy, that dash punch, the ult dash punch, you are able to make magic happen. And unfortunately, that was exactly what was coming for payout on Vikala. But now we're going to change up the pace a little bit here. Another a very interesting matchup here. Lancelot versus the Galleon, Models versus B-Tatsu. We were talking a little bit about this this matchup before. Very interesting spacings that both of them play at, and especially that far heavy is going to be a big one from the side of B-Tatsu. You're going to be looking out for running into that with the Gorilla Blade, but you got to also be looking out for that DP. B-Tatsu taking a ton of damage into the corner, and we're going to be seeing a Fireball mix.
Yep, absolutely. And this is the best part about this matchup for Lancelot is even when you're not able to get in or in other phases where it's a little bit harder for you to compete, when you're up close and personal, Galleon very much struggles defensively, even baiting out that DP, which is the lone option that she has to get Lancelot, who is a infamously sticky character, away. You parlay that into a great exercise of strike throw offense. Lancelot going up Models for the first round.
Yeah, getting that first round, definitely a thing that you want to be seeing from a tempo character like Lancelot. It is incredibly hard to get out of the mental stack that Lancelot forces you into. The strike throw is nasty on this character. between Turbulence, the 5U different move-up options, like, it's scary to be in this situation. And Galleon's pretty limited for her defensive options, having only a DP on 50 meter, right? No meterless DP. The mash button's not the greatest. Definitely everything that Models wants to see here.
And then when you have access to the fireball to keep your pin down for an extended period of time, especially if you get the ult fireball, if they're not quite ready for the counterplay. Oh, but there's just nothing really character specific there. Just good old-fashioned strike throw, delay throw, catching the no escape here. Models up early on B-Tatsu with a very convincing game 1 victory.
Yeah, game 1 taken for Models. And we're gonna get right off to a roaring start right away. No time to waste in this set. You got time to catch up here. Oh man, okay.
Oh no!
Okay, okay.
Just got to close heavy into the old fireball.
Okay, like what's going on, bro?
Right now.
What's going on, dude?
Look, this is the Lancelot that's feeling themselves. There's going to be some wacky stuff going on. B-Tatsu, how will you respond? How about a 5U?
The run-up DP has to be the choice of the day. Oh my god, here in Comment Clash. A nice little, wasn't that even a wall dive? It was just a J5U. Back to the
wall
ground.
dive, yeah. Wall dive out of the command grab.
Easy peasy, baby. Models getting another round on the board there. Really just keeping the pressure on B-Tatsu, even on the defense, making them guess. Right, you gotta keep this character on the ground. Otherwise, there's a plethora of options that Lancelot has.
Light fireball, just keep it real simple, keep it stupid. 5H,
Nice.
with the backdash. That's a really key thing that you can do against Galleon when she's trying to reset. Only force an aerial hit so she can't get a full combo if she does tag you, and you also deny plus frame of her that she can stay in the face, but she's still hawking Models down, gonna be able to usher them to the corner, catching them being a little bit too impatient down the stretch, and that's an SBA in your future.
Yeah, and now you gotta hold this mix here. You are still facing a grappler in the corner. Get down to earth here. B-Tatsu finally taking a round and showing that there's still life left in this Galleon.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh man. Oh, and now we're pushing all the way to the corner. Might be trying to change the tempo, but Models is striking back. Ooh,
Yeah.
the medium Gorilla Blade. That is so plus.
I do agree with you, Varus. I think that they sense that Models has been really running away with it when they get the first blood drawn. And so they were like, you know what, I'm going to force plus frames, force block, and if I can get a hit, even better. But Models, once again, being able to really commandeer and steer the ship how they want. Now putting them in the corner. Shimmying has been getting B-Tatsu for a bit, but now a little bit more disciplined defensively will buy them some time.
Oh man, yeah, we're just trying to go for some mix that B-Tatsu just ain't here to play for. And there's the command grab. No sigil on the ground, so no combo. It's all right, but we're running into the far heavy. The great equalizer. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this set, that far heavy is going to see a lot of use. If you run into it, it is death for you. Taking it 1-to-1 now for B-Tatsu.
Yeah, Lancelot doesn't have much in the way of competing with that other than trying to get into the range by dashing up with a 6XL, because Far H of their own would get smoked there as well. So, like you were saying, very good like equalizer, best way to refer to it, difference maker in terms of trying to stop Lancelot's grounded approach here if they're a little bit too close for comfort.
And we're trying to make, oh man. We're trying to make the Lancelot stay still in the corner here, right? Trying to get him to respect, get used to blocking so we can start doing some of our grappler things, right? That's the layer 1 that is required for every Galleon player out there. You got to get them to respect you before you can start disrespecting them. And to get to that point, we got to get to the corner. Nice use of DP, down onto the sigil too. So this is a pretty scary situation. Another sigil on the ground there. Oh man, but that DP does hit.
Yep, Wade's out of the way of the 236M, 236H spot dodged as well, so that will be on cooldown. The only way to continue offense is with that command grab, so we're looking out for it. Good wall dodge to get out of there. Not a big punish after the fact, and a swipe to the face with the far L. B-Tatsu saying, stay down there, young man. I control the ground.
Yeah, B-Tatsu really putting in work on every aspect of these last couple rounds here. Really trying to keep Models at bay. Oh man, but now we're mashing on Wake Up against the Gorilla Blade? That's not happening. Models finally getting some tempo back. Oh no!
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
this is
Timothy Chalamet once again scoring a nice score on the IMDb and scoring a win for round 2. Models has just gotten them. We saw a bit more discipline defensively from B-Tatsu, but we all crack in the face of a Lancelot right in your face.
Yeah, sometimes there's only so much us mortals can do. But Galleon is a god. It might be possible to bring this all back, and B-Tatsu is making it look easy, keeping this corner. Model's forced to use the DP, get out of that situation. Oh my god, the raw raging strike hits! Yeah, you're dead. That sucks. All right. B-Tatsu going up the game off of, we'll say gap. We'll say gap.
That's gap, yeah, that's gap.
It's gap. Moving on to game 4 here. Ooh, and using that 5U pretty liberally here. Something you always got to be looking for is the Lancelot trying to use the Fireball. Incredibly fast recovery frames. Basically 0 recovery frames in practicality. It is impossible to whiff punish that. So using the 5U preemptively to catch out the Lancelot trying to do anything silly is definitely needed.
Absolutely. Main run-up tool behind it as well. Very good in a lot of matchups. Good DP right there to keep Galleon from getting started with the sigil right there. Just betting it all really on black and trying to run the house here. Oh, Fireball to slow down Galleon down. Still was able to get a punish there, but a punish in return on the successful Avare. You were still frozen, so you had added recovery, and even though you scored the hit, Models was able to punish you on a hit, brother.
Yeah, that's sometimes the Fireball giveth and the Fireball taketh away. That one definitely took away all of your ability to whiff punish there. I think the only action that could have possibly worked there was Raging Strike, and you gotta be really locked in and keyed in for that one.
Yeah, when all Fireball's on you, a lot of people just say, take throw. It's like, okay, you just go next because that can happen to you. But this can also happen to you if you're not good with the DP. Well, not good, but just got it baited. Model's going to be able to set up the medium Fireball in the corner. DP, because you give him a little bit too much space. B-Tatsu, back to neutral.
Yeah, no fear in their mind on that DP, right? Okay, I took all this damage from one DP, but like, what about another, right? Like, you're not looking for another one, right?
No, I wouldn't do it a second time. You wouldn't do it a second time.
No, we got courage to move mountains here. B-Tatsu now getting this corner pressure entirely off of it. We are in this corner for good right now. A nice use of the ult DP. Weird hit though. No, not. Oh my god, not getting the second hit. B-Tatsu, a well-placed punish to take a round and move us up to set point.
Oh, round start dodge, or round start roll through the far H. Very bold here. Gonna be able to get a lot out of it though. Big counter hit, close heavy. Gonna get a lot of meter off of this as well. Probably reset into a situation where we can set up ult Fireball.
Oh man, running up for the grab. B-Tatsu, not a lot of health on deck. Next strike throw situation could be the last, but we're gonna brave counter and get out of the situation entirely. Yeah, just trying to keep this all clean. Models knows that they only need one more hit. They can be patient. They got some money and the timer to go through. Wow, destroying the Fireball, not something you see too often. Turbulence hits but doesn't kill.
No!
No!
The 6-6H instead of the 6-2-3H. That is so tough. I don't know if that was a misinput or not, but gotta be a tough pill to swallow for B-Tatsu there, as it cost them potentially the set, as we are forced to a game 5. Models, however, smiling at the camera and smiling in the face of Lady Luck, an opportunity giving them one more favorable shake, but gonna get shaken down here to the left coast corner.
Yeah, and oh my god, we get something, but oh my god, we're slopping. We're slopping. It's okay. Both players shaken up entirely. Models getting the first real blood here, though. Able to move all the way to the corner. Hopefully able to run Oki a little bit better than B-Tatsu was. Shaken up before. This is game 5. This is where all the nerves come out. Yeah, and we're swapping to the other side, doing some fake stuff. They saw that they weren't blocking, using the block button before. I don't know if you caught that one, but any of us fake stuff enjoyers, we look for that all the time. Lancelot now with the set point.
Slowly inching their way forward, not taking a lot of risk, but gonna be able to get the double overhead here. Gonna actually spend our early diamond here to get a bunch of damage, but we're gonna take him to the other corner regardless and get the 6XL as well. This is looking all models all the time currently.
Yeah, Models is looking to clean this one up. It won't be enough to kill, but this is definitely the last cry for B-Tatsu. We need to fight our way out of the corner and out of the situation, and we're back to where we were just last game. This scary situation, and we're gambling it on Models. I respect it, but you can respectfully go to the other corner. B-Tatsu setting it up to get their revenge. Oh my god, no way!
There's no way! He caught them on the other side. The anti-air command grab not gonna anti-air correctly.
But at the same time, we gotta move on. The soldiers die where they lie. We have to move on with our next game. We're moving a little bit deeper into our bracket, onto the loser's side. Scarlet versus Dobby. Two big characters in their own right with very different plans and very different messed up tools that they want to use. This Versusia is going to be sitting pretty far away. Oh man,
we're getting up close and personal now. It feels like Scarlet just really wants to get it started here, get it jumping, put them in the corner, full Celestial Dominion active, but we pop a little bit of our own install with the Soul Forge, and as you're thinking about blocking, we get scoops with the Great Sight Grenade. Oh, but the old pillar being able to stop the Lariat.
Yeah, not quite able to pick up off of the last hit there, but gonna be getting the air unblockable. There's so many hits of block stun. Dobby forced to eat the air unblockable and lose that first round. Scarlet taking the first blood. Ooh, I love that dodge. Ooh, the little roll through the grab.
Yeah, just taking the -4 after the target combo, just using that as a chance to roll through the response that Dobby showed with the check on the far light. Now Scarlet going to be able to parlay that into a good corner position, dodging the ultimate instinction, not even going to put the full brunt of the plus frames off the Celestial Dominion, calling the bluffs and then calling out the armor once again with that old pillar.
Yeah, exactly. And now using the Celestial Dominion to get an extended corner combo here and pop it back again. So we're just back in it. Everything you could ever ask for is happening for Scarlet here in this round. We're keeping Dobby at bay, but we have that armor frame. We are able to make something happen. Obby now gambling with their own life, using the ultimate dash into the corner. Oh my god, the Battalions of Fear really put the fear of God into Scarlet, taking the round for themselves. Holy comeback.
Oh man, game one, I'm already fearing for the rest of my life in this set, because if I have a Vaseraga that's just in my face being like, yeah, no, I could die for this, but I know that I could get this ultimate Battalions of Fear and being able to beat out the BC as well. I'm telling you, man, when Vaseraga's armored up, man, there's not a lot you can do.
We break countered so deep into that Scarlet, and we still eat the damage. We're still getting the punish. Dobby really showing that you cannot slip up versus Vaseraga character, especially not on the ultimate instinction. Managing to close out the first game. Dobby turning it on its head. I thought with that first game, we were going to be seeing something completely different. That first round looked very in the favor of Versusia.
Oh, for sure. I thought the same as you, Varus. I looked at Scarlet just like, okay, they have a very good understanding of the way that they want to play this. Very much, again, very aggressive with the character and just wanting to deny any opportunities for Vaseraga to get the armor. Very important in any matchup, but then also leveraging at a distance the ability for that ult pillar with its many hits to break through the Soul Forge, even when they were going for that Lariat, was very strong. But Dobby, just again, if Vaseraga gets started, ain't too much you can do. But now, not feeling confident in the Versusia, gonna opt for the EX Gran, interestingly.
Interesting choice here. Scarlet, definitely not a character I've seen them play. 425 levels, 1,000 gems though. Obviously been played, been practiced, and we're gonna have to see how this goes, and it's looking pretty convincing so far, Zoma.
Yeah, but you said the same about the last game. Dobby able to reverse fortunes very easily and already reversing to the mid screen, already to the other side.
Oh my God!
Mid screen be damned. Oh no, the 2H whip. It's Vaseraga problems.
It's Vaseraga problems all the way down, and now Scarlet has that 100-meter to cash in. Oh man. Yeah, the ultimate fireball will be able to equalize it. And we can bring this round 1 back home for Scarlet. Scarlet definitely looking a lot more comfortable on this Gran EX. It might be the choice. This might be the one that that Scarlet's been playing as the comfort pick for the last little while.
Could be, yeah. And honestly, EX Gran feels like a very house money character where it's just like, listen, man, I'm willing to throw it all on the line here. The chips are down and I'm all in, as they say. Just being able to get in and just get a ton of damage if we get the right hit. And sometimes against Vaseraga, you got to let yourself be known. You can't go down without swinging, but it's going to be the 2H swinging correctly this time for the fences and a home run hit, slamming him back down to the ground. Dobby, round 2, evening things out here.
Yeah, Dobby definitely looking Shohei Ohtani style, right? Swatting the Gran out of the air, sending him full screen out of the park there. But we might have to change up our game plan here. Like you mentioned, we're playing with the house money. We're swinging for the fences here. And with a character with armor, we love getting hit. As long as it's a single hit, we're good. Dobby definitely in a position that they want to be. Especially using those battalions of fear, keeping that 100-meter, we don't know what they could do at any given time. The ult Instinction coming out. Oh my god. The Granblue handshake.
Oh, too high to get the combo off of the jump in.
Oh.
Sweeping slash. Oh, just run up into the SBA. Did we recover in time? No, we didn't even hit a button. But
my god!
It's not going to punish, so we can't get the full combo that would have killed. We're giving Scarlet another chance at life, jumping over the ultimate Instinction, and now we're going to take them close to the corner. Dodge on the Raging Strike, too far to cause the animation. But
oh my god, an Dobby!
Dobby, the reactions!
Got the reactions of a young man, Dobby, able to spot dodge the Raging Strike, something that not a lot of us here can do. All right, I speak for myself only. All right?
No, you speak for me
my
too.
god, Scarlet, just playing with fire. DP on block. And Dobby not getting the best punish for it, unfortunately. Scarlet's going to take full advantage of that. Into the corner we go. Oh,
once again, pressing on minus frames has been caught a couple of times, but this time we got armor behind it. Dobby just taking any RPS and just saying, I want to get some armor or I want out. But Scarlet just putting them right back into the situation each time.
Oh my god, the grab on reaction. Dobby swatting them out of the air, putting the pest back down on the ground, and we're going to be doing some extermination work. No animation needed.
Oh, but I never get to see it.
I know, it's so cool.
Yeah, Vaseraga is so cool. I think he's cool. I know we see a lot of him in the competitive space, but I think he's pretty cool. But Scarlet definitely does not want to see any more of them in this round, which is why they got the whiff throw punish with the close heavy, big damage, but on a high health character, gonna have to make it add up a little bit more. Good bait on the BC to be able to throw them after the fact.
Yeah, not anything there on the ultimate stomp. Nothing to it. Oh my god, we're DPing? Scarlet really playing with fire. Oh my god, another handshake, and Dobby still has those young man genes in him. Give him spot dodge, get out of the situation. And now it's time. Only one BP for the side of Scarlet. This could spell death with one good hit. That same goes for Dobby. We're making something happen. The Raging Strike comes out, but it's not enough for Dobby. Oh my god, and the quits. Dobby takes a 3 over Scarlet.
So good.
Hey, you know what? We take it in stride here, all right? We're moving on. Fidgeties versus Bottles. Both players and characters you have seen many times before here on the stream tonight. But it's time to see which one is going home and which one will be moving on to that losers semi-finals. Looking to take that spot in the top 3. And it's going to be Fidgeties with a huge first blood here. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Are you joking? There's another spike ball.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, look at the damage. Oh yeah, another! A 6XL finally hit.
he's just better. He's just better. Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Okay.
No way. Okay, the neutral jump does call out. There's that slight forward movement to Lancelot DP, and Fidgeties definitely knowing it, knowing the spacing, getting the punish, and taking the first blood in the set.
Chat saying, does Vikala have a combo limit? Sometimes. Sometimes she does.
Sometimes.
It does very much it depends. It ain't easy being cheesing. Oh man, we're cheesing right now with this corner position that we're getting up against Models. Models has been making some good strides down the runway this run, but I don't know, man. Fidgeties is a tough nut to crack, especially when we have all of the rhythm close, far heavy, cannonball in tow as well. What do you really do in that situation other than just say GG's, shake the hand, go to the next game? Fidgeties up 1-0.
Yeah, we're going to have to move to that next game for Models to shake off the rust here. Obviously, just not prepared for what Vikala is throwing at them. Everything coming out of the magic bag is a horrifying discovery for Models here. The corner pressure is like borderline comical over here, okay? Every item was just perfect. I haven't seen a single heart this entire game.
I saw one and Fidgeties pulled it back and got a spike ball right after. That was like in an earlier set. And I was like, yeah, all right, you got it. Anyway, we're going to set up the bomb here for some corner pressure. I do like structuring our offense there, not necessarily going for more damage, but just being able to set up the bombs for Oki, keep them in the corner. Cannons in tow. Good DP, though, to get out of it.
Yeah, and then we're going to be swapping the sides, throw into the corner here. This is exactly where Lancelot wants to be. We're in that strike throw capital, baby. The 2M, though, manages to hit, nothing doing. We're not getting the hit. Models gets a huge counter hit, close heavy, and this is going to be death for the Rat.
Right, Rekka, SSBA, jump back, do it with style, freeze the cheese. I don't know. This is cheese enthusiasts in the chat. Is there any kind of cheese that ages better if you freeze it?
We'll have to check with the cheese enthusiasts later as we're moving on to this round 2 here. Models finally feeling some pep in their step, some stride to their step here. We're gonna have to see if they're able to make it happen against the Rat, or if the cheese will definitely close it out. Oh my God.
Oh baby, that was pretty dude, you're kidding! You're kidding! Come on, man. Just being able to have the cannon in tow, the item was already cocked and loaded and was just ready to freaking, oh man, just ready to win the scramble with that as well. Fidgeties parlaying that into corner position, set up the bomb. Big chip as well, but gonna be able to get the overhead jump in after all of the visual pollution made it hard to defend. Models now going to a round 3 off of all of that, and Fidgeties looking good to start, but a back row here as a punish, and a big close heavy, not quite ready to combo after it though. You gotta make the most of those opportunities.
Oh my God, we're getting a full combo here. This is corner. You go all the way to the corner from this. Models striking them down from the sky. The flying Rat not able to keep Lancelot into the corner here. There's the heart. We aren't going to be able to make anything really happen. Fidgeties not able to make anything work, but now we're back to normal. Something we can work with, something we can do. Trying to keep this Lancelot in the corner. Trying again, just standing at that range that the Lancelot jump out of the corner really comes down at, so that we have enough time and enough space to whip punish it. Oh no, the cannonball on the feet. Youch!
Yeah, youch indeed. Coyote versus Acme coming to theaters soon, but a little bit of a preview right there, dropping it on the Wily Coyote's foot. Road running away with the set so far, 2-1, but Models has been, he doesn't go down without swinging, so I'm interested to see if there are any adaptations being made, but right now, Fidgeties has just been so strong per what we've been used to seeing with the Vikala.
Yeah, Models is definitely fighting back as best as they possibly can. Fidgeties just looking totally in control of what's happening. On paper, this is definitely a matchup of all time. This is a matchup that Lancelot should love. But the amount of items that Vikala is able to get onto the screen just covers every single approach option that Models could be looking for. Nice use of alt DP. Normalize this, get it back into the mid-screen scenario that you want to be. Those double cannons are definitely looking ready to fire. Not even needed, though. Fidgeties closing out the round.
Well, kind of to your point as well, it's not that Fidgeties has been so much, you know, one note in terms of I need to create space in zone. It's very much been, we'll play a little bit of that competitive mid-range, we'll get started with some pressure on block, we'll set up the cannons, and then once I already have the resources available to me, and I have some good items to back it up, then I can have some good zoning. But right now, Model's not going to be able to give them any sort of breathing room in that instance, and using the medium fireball, layering that with the little bit of trickery with the air movement to bait out the throw. Great offense there from Lancelot.
Yeah, Lancelot definitely does dump damage. The buffs have been very real for him over the years. But now we're going to be having to see if it's enough to make the reverse 3-0 comeback. Trying to make something happen at the beginning here, but now you're stuck in the corner. There's no way the spike ball was still there. There's no way it was still there, dude. They have another and another. Oh my God! Into the fall. You're dead.
You're dead, by the way. You're dead, by the way.
What is this RNG?
Oh, brother. It's perfect is what it is. And that's exactly what Fidgeties is going to have as a win to move further into top 8. A similar level of patience that Bellfoyboi had in certain spots. I know that they do love to try to jump in to try to get around a lot of the stuff on the ground. But it's going to be interesting to see
Synn,
what
that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bellfoy, again, a very, very tight set that we saw from them, nearly making the reverse 3-0 comeback there, right? Brought it up to that 3-2. Was a great showing, but Synn definitely practiced on this matchup, especially tonight, right? Had 5 total games playing in this matchup, not including if they ran into anything before. So it's going to be a little bit rougher for nothing to get through, but at the same time, looking like we're not too shabby right now, getting the corner and getting a clean win with nothing on our brow.
Yeah, if neutral is out of the equation and you already get the first blood drawn and you're getting your offense going, it becomes a much easier hill to climb for Soriz, and that's why Synn, again, similar to what happened in the Bellfoyboi set, once they started to lose control, they just started to become more aggressive and just said, hey, you know what, you're gonna have to play my game, especially now that we're in the corner. A lot of full dragon meter, and now we're sitting at this spacing where it is threatening, very dangerous to get out of here.
There is a lot to look out for here. There's a lot of chip damage that is just gonna come out for free. We still have that 50 meter, but it's not needed. We're spending everything on the SSPA to close out the game against nothing with a perfect.
Different verse, same as
I said game, that was only round 2, man.
Yep, only round 2, only round 2. Different verse, same as the first though.
Oh my God.
Cannot get away with the blue flash against Synn very easily. Very ready with the reaction, especially if they have that super ready to use. They use the 50 meter here for the old DP.
Looking for the DP all the time. Nothing will not have access to that high amount of damage on the DP punish, of course, because it's not counter hit on the way down, right? So I think we'll have to fish somewhere else for this. Synn taking all the way to the other corner, and we're back to that situation we saw in the last round. You're facing down the corner with a lot less of the dragon meter. Oh, we gotta watch our toes. No way, nothing. Losing that round and losing that game. Synn now up 1-0.
Yeah, it don't matter if we have dragons, but we still have good prowess in the strike throw game. Going to be able to go for that 5L, delay that 2L to catch them mashing out after the fact. Both a frame trap and one to catch you standing up if you were looking for a throw. Either way, Synn, very strong closer there.
Man, and we're already off to a flying start. Backdashing. Both players making some space, but Synn is the first to close it in and get this corner pressure started. We're gonna get a whole whack of damage. The dust loops and everything. And we got a ton of dragon meter, and we're gonna catch most of that out here. Are we gonna be able to build up enough for the SDA? Of course we are. Synn taking that round willy-nilly. Almost nothing to it. Get a little corner action, land a hit. It's easy. I thought you said these fighting games are hard, man.
I mean, if you're nothing right now, it probably feels like a very arduous task because it feels like Synn has the total control after we had a good opener. Synn just doing a really good job of not getting that same, or not letting that same advantage go in Nothing's corner. But here we go. If you're Soriz, you just have to find that one touch, that one dash punch to get started, but Synn being able to super jump their way on out of there and reverse the situation entirely.
Yeah, and now Nothing's trying to make something happen mid-screen here, but you're gonna have to go through the buttons that Synn's got. That 2M, that far H, that's gonna be very rough here. Oh man, now we're back into this situation. So familiar from this set. Nothing in the corner again versus Synn. Lots of dragon meters spent. At the 100-meter, we have to be looking for everything here. The raw punch is not happening. The install does come out. Synn knows that they are plus. Maybe not a punish, but who cares? We're cashing out everything and moving it to 2-0. They want this grand final so bad.
Absolutely, and Nothing still gonna opt for the Soriz, not gonna dip into the Ladiva. It has shown his pedigree so far. Oh, but oh yeah, I guess Nothing not quite ready for the round start there. Got popped by a little bit of the heavy dragon beam. So Synn being a little bit respectful, but Nothing gonna say thank you very much. I'll take full advantage. Synn not taking kindly to the sportsmanship not being shown back at you. This is winners finals though, so hey, can't blame you.
Hey, you know what? There's $9 for right? That's like a burger.
True. Well,
I would do a lot for a burger.
Maybe not at these prices.
That's so true right now. Maybe a Klondike bar. And you know what the ad says. Anyway, Synn definitely showing what they would do. Pushing all the way over to this corner and fighting their way out. But Nothing still got that life advantage. Oh my god, Synn did not... It didn't spot dodge. Crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like I
thought it was
just more time.
I thought it was just going to be a combo extension too, because they had the double 2L into the 5L, so I thought that was just going to be the combo. So Synn maybe operating at that same level, or that same wavelength rather. But yeah, Nothing's still going to be able to take the round off of that. And now Synn just playing a lot more of that light dragon neutral. Running out of some dragon gauge here early, so Nothing trying to use that to be a little bit more predictive, and Zooey throwing out normals instead while the dragon gauge is low. That's why we're looking at that 668, but Synn being a really good, patient defender in that aspect. But now you got to defend in the corner.
Oh my god, we are playing neutral, baby. That is what we call some pressure and some whip punishes. Nothing getting a massive hit here. Gonna cash out the SPA. Now we're on a next hit situation. Any strike or throw could kill, but Synn is going to try and turn the tide. Oh my god. Coming to the corner, walking up, then walking back.
Yeah, I feel like if you're Nothing, you just want to take the throw here. You're not going to try to go for anything. You got 46 seconds left on the clock. Do not open yourself up to anything that you do not need to get hit by. Synn gonna have to figure something else out here because this strike pressure ain't working.
Yeah, we're trying to make something happen. Oh my god, we are playing neutral, the whip punish! Synn just throwing out the median. Trying to see if anyone's so, and Nothing is like, all right, man. I guess,
yeah. I feel like, I mean,
you gotta have a little fun, right?
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. I feel like though you gotta represent throw there, because there's no way Nothing would be sitting there unless he was just trying to take the throw.
Zero shot. I was getting definitely the same read there. But Synn, you know what? Not the most throw-heavy character. Not the most throw-heavy player for sure.
True. That is true. I don't really see him do that.
Yeah, another thing that you do see other Zooey players. Oh my god, we are stealing so much dragon gauge there. Another thing that you see these Zooey players do quite often that Synn just does not partake in is the air stall lightning. Wow, what a reaction. You just don't see that often from Synn. The strike throw option with the throw bait,
lightning, yeah,
doesn't happen. Oh, Synn is listening to the chat. Trying to throw there twice now. Brave Counter back out. Get it set up, and the medium lightning will close it out. Synn now on to match point here.
Yep, heavy lightning becomes so strong in that instance too, because you have to spot dodge the lightning or the dragon, because otherwise you're gonna get chipped out. And at that low health, that's top of mind for the opponent. Great call out option there. Good stuff there from Synn, being able to finally, with the health lead, run the corner pressure game that they want. Now trying to get back to that spot with the DP on the attempt at starting offense from Soriz and a nothing. Far M Raging Strike gonna make that even more possible, I would say, if the combo didn't drop.
Yeah, unfortunate here. Nothing backing themselves back into a corner, but we are looking for a way out of the hole we dug ourselves. Nothing. Brave countering out, and Synn's got nothing on deck. Looking out for this one BP that nothing's got. A Raging Strike is a very real threat at any point here. Oh, but when there's one big threat, we're just throwing smaller ones. Synn should be able to close out the round and close out the set.
Oh, yeah, they went for the meaty setup where they feigned the 5L, and I think they just mistimed it, but Synn's going to be...
Another character on the other side of the screen for a good deal of this, and it's on Vaseraga to really close that distance.
Yep, absolutely. Fidgeties versus Obby Dobby on tap here, loser semis. It's been first to 3 all way, so we're not getting back to first to 2 just because we're outside of the finals part of top 8. Going to be all potentially 5 games between these two archetypes, the fighting game classic, the big body versus the zoner. But this time, both of these players do not have the net of a winner side life. Loser will be going home at 4th. The winner will be advancing into top 3. And for the top 3, we would love to get them some good extra cash here. So if you could, exclamation point Matcherino to add, at least get us to 10 bucks, y'all. We got some codes left to claim. They're free.
We got so many codes, man. It's so easy. Exclamation mark Matcherino in chat there. Click the link. Sign in with your favorite social media or even what Supercell is on there. Sign in with whatever you want, man. It doesn't matter. Click the contribute button and click claim because it's that easy. All the money goes towards the players. And Fidgety looks like they really want it right now. They're starting this pressure sequence and they're moving all the way to the corner. But Dobby finds the opening ultimate instinction is a great way to break out of some pressure.
But for the longest time, ult tackle was the Vaseraga U skill that I was the most scared of fighting. But then over time, I've become a believer in ult fireball. And a lot of other Vaseragas felt the same way, that they adopt that in so many different situations. It is such a strong move, and you see exactly why they were able to use that to take round 1. Looking to do it right now, but Fidgeties sending them back to the corner. Stars in tow, but Obby Dobby will not be tamed.
Yeah, we're in a very scary situation here if you're Fidgeties, but now we're swapping the corner pressure. We're putting the onus on Dobby. Dobby, the backdoor situation. This is a horrible place to be. The armor meter is ticking. We got maybe one more move, and it's going to be the ultimate instinction. Like you said, a horrifying little gun that we're holding at any given time. Obby Dobby takes game 1.
Fantastic note bearers of the clock ticking on the arbor. I was looking up there and I was just like, yeah, man, it feels like if there's going to be the fireball coming out, it's going to be now.
It's going to be now.
Especially back to the corner, you get the big combo from it. That's exactly what Obby Dobby leveraged, so good stuff right there. Fidgeties going to have to figure out a way to play around that move because it's been really strong, as well as the armor usage to get through the zoning and also stop the startup of 5U.
Multi-hit, not getting through all the armor there. Obby Dobby getting to run their pressure regardless. Fidgeties trying to get out of the corner here. But it's going to be the ultimate instinction. Again, the button of the hour. Just managing to close it out. And this is not just enough damage, but it should be. Oh, man. I say this, Fidgeties able to equalize the health lead.
No, you didn't get cinematic there?
I cannot believe.
No. Right,
Great counter out
on the stomps.
Another smite ball. Into the road rhythm, but not gonna be enough. Stance low. Closes out that round. Very tense, very close. Obby Dobby managing to squeak it out.
I see what you did there. That was good. Anyway, setting up the cannons, getting our own offense going for what feels like the first time all set since Obby Dobby has just not given Vikala the chance between the armor, between the stance. It has just been really all gas, no brakes, but the 2-1-4U to finally shut it down, get the hard knockdown. Doesn't get the setup that they want, only getting the smoke ball, so we burst on through with the lariat. Oh, but we dropped the combo.
And that's exactly what Obby Dobby's looking for here. A little combo drop from Fidgeties. 2, not quite able to hit confirm those far buttons. But now the distance created, this is very, very scary. Fidgeties just running directly up though. Obviously scared of the 100 meter and the options that Dobby has. We want to be in a better position for sure. These items are giving and giving here. Another spike ball. Oh my god.
And the bomb, another bomb,
another bomb star, another spike ball, and that's going to be curtains for Dobby. My god, that corner pressure sucks.
Yeah, man, but that was good positioning there from Fidgeties. Just be way out of dodge, but still shoot them at the angle to where they're an immediate threat to Voss trying to get out of the corner. Even with, or especially without the threat of armor. Oh, but the back row right here. Now it's going to be Vaseraga Gaming.
Yeah, and we're going to be going back again to this corner. Looking to fight the mid-screen, but Fidgeties, again, the 4th ultimate extinction that takes a whole round. And this time, it's taking a game for Dobby. This is definitely the equalizer in this matchup.
Oh, for sure. Between that and the unlimited armor, or not unlimited, but the generous armor that you get on a lot of the single hit zoning moves outside of Rodent Rhythm, which is what they use there to claim space. So I like that adaptation there. But Vaseraga does have no shortage of being able to traverse through a lot of the whimsical neutral that Vikala is trying to present. But right now, you got to figure out a way to get out of this corner.
Yeah, and get out of the corner. He is indeed. Obby is definitely getting everything he wants and more out of these ultimate instincts. Oh my god. Oh, what a flurry of colors and lights and sounds. I couldn't even tell you.
It is a kaleidoscope of neutral and scramble happening right now. Throwing out the stars, though. Just slowly marching behind it. All of the Gordon House traps that we can to usher Vaseraga slowly but surely to the left side of the court. And now just going to be able to take a picture and set up that far heavy game. But what does Dobby have in stow? No armor, so we might be seeing it an instinction to try to get out, but not going to get the chance. The spot dodge recovery caught by the lingering cannonball.
Yeah, Fidgeties is showing signs of life, showing that they still have something left in the tank here to try and take down Dobby. This is the last cry, though. This is the last game that they can do it. Reverse 3-0 or nothing. And Dobby's trying to put a stop to that massive corner damage here. Oh, ow. Ow.
Help.
Ow. Dobby now on set point here, looking to move up to that losers finals against nothing.
Spending the heavy cooldown on the fireball. 2H run up from Fidgeties. Really good stuff there to curtail the aerial approach from Voss. Oh, just a little short on the lariat, pulled up right into the face of the cannonball. So now
and the ultimate extinction. We are 5-0 right now. The record is impeccable here. Fidgeties trying to hold down this neutral here, finally cashing out though. We're gonna go all the way to the corner and cash everything we possibly can. There's a spike ball on deck and a star.
Oh, you see the reverence that we're showing for the old instinction now, just being ready to spot dodge it, not running into it. Fidgeties doing a better job positioning themselves to be out of harm's way when that 50% is in Vaseraga's corner. So Fidgeties getting on the board here, and the Kanme mods have been asking for a reverse sweep to happen. Can it happen for Fidgeties?
It could indeed. Fidgeties does have the sauce to make this dish come true, but it's gonna be a massive hill to climb to get around Dobby jumping out at the corner, something you don't see too often, and definitely Fidgeties is not looking for it. Into the armor, and we're gonna be guessing the strike throw constantly, and we're gonna armor through the ult TP. Only one hit on that ult TP. It is not what you're looking for. Oh my god, you're dead.
Help. Help. He ult tackled in my face again. Help, I'm scared.
Yeah, you know what? We all bleed red. That can happen to you, it can happen to anyone. Fidgeties now on the final chance here. Dobby on the set point.
Nah, you gotta
the
hold
road rhythm sniping out of the air.
Trying to get through, trying to spot dodge. We just get the throw tech. Road rhythm causing an air unblockable with that far heavy. Big hard knockdown chance here, positioning themselves very similar to what we saw to round out an earlier game from Fidgeties, just being able to have those
the back goes!
but just thrown out of the 616.
This is so dangerous. Yeah, trying to go for the Brave counter. Oh, but it's going to be a backdoor situation there. The cannons are definitely not set up for this situation, but it is set up for exactly this one here. This is horrifying. Okay, never mind. Fidgeties resetting the situation. Doesn't have the items to make something happen. All we need is a little bit more damage. The bomb is sitting there waiting.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude. The lingering hitbox on... Why was that active for so long? It's an oh god. Why I despise that.
A non-interactable fireball, baby. Does not interact with any fireball outside of its active frames. Fidgeties taking full advantage.
It's not the interaction that kills me, it's the fact that it was still active. Why was it still active?
Ouch! Oh, my feet! Obby Dobby getting hit by the spike fall. Not quite enough to kill, but the back throw situation again! Obby Dobby has one chance.
So scary. But Chip on the other side, the spike ball could set it up. Yeah. Beating out the BC and getting the rodent rhythm to get the chip at the end. Fidgeties going to be forcing a game 5.
Yeah, we're getting the game 5 here. We might be seeing the first reverse 3-0 here, but Fidgeties still a mountain of a man, and they have to move. They have to make something happen. Oh, and tame this beast that is on the other side of the screen. Obby Dobby just playing the armor game here, playing the slow game, and Fidgeties very happy for him to be there. Honestly, if we're outside the ult extinction range, we're good. We're cool. Oh man, but the rhythm hits!
Real good here, not even gonna go for the SBA, just wants to keep the meter on tap for the next situation. Like a DP, but we go right over it! Vaseraga, a very nimble man, jumping over there for his size.
Oh my god, but we're getting plenty of good items on deck here. A star ready to rock and roll. Oh, and we've weaved that ult extinction right through, and this is a full combo, and this might be death. Not quite. Welcome back down the Brave counter. Obby Dobby, no BP on deck here. You are taking bonus damage.
Have to be careful of reversal super here. That's exactly what happens, but not fully projectile info all the way through. So that's a meter that you wish you had for an ult in station, but still gonna be able to catch the late reaction to the aerial slash and catching them down low on the reset. Fidgeties gonna get their toes tapped, and now we are on tap for set point Obby Dobby.
Yeah, set point. We're trying to stop the Roadrunner from getting away. Coyote's coming in big and hard. Can they close it out? Oh my god, no. No! Sure the fucking closes out Fidgeties' chance at a reverse 3-0. Times that the reversal light command grab is 5 frames, right? There are gaps in Vaseraga's pressure that you are able to throw out of. It is pretty, you know, it's gambly. It's I wouldn't recommend it every time. But Ladiva does still have that option. So definitely something Obby Dobby has to be aware of here. Nothing, definitely a character who likes to gamble a little bit here or there. They wouldn't be a grappler player if they didn't. We're going to be getting it started right off here with both players kind of just giving each other space. We're leaving us full screen. Both lariats are very scary. Oh.
Oh yeah, you have to. Even if you block the 6XL from Ladiva, that's already a guessing game. You already mentioned the 5-frame dual resort screwdriver LSPD at a deceptive amount of ranges. Oh, but trying to mash out of there. That far light not going to help you out there when I have all the armor in the world, Butter.
God, and now nothing has to fight their way out of the corner here, getting stomped down and put in their place. Obby Dobby taking a very convincing first round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh my god.
That fireball is just the bane of Ladiva's existence in this matchup. Looking to take to the skies. That's a lot of times where nothing feels threatened on the ground. They try to go for that the crossbody splash, but Obby Dobby just doing a great job with the presence of mind, shutting it all down, leaving nothing bereft of any answers.
Yeah, and nothing, just having to take giant swings and giant gambles to get out of this corner. Dobby giving himself tons of space from this Ladiva. We don't want to gamble. You get to sit over there, you get to gamble. I get to run my safe mix, my armor frames. I get to do everything. Oh man. Yeah, this is a matchup that definitely requires some pretty exceptional defense from the side of Ladiva, right? Once you get into these offense situations like we're seeing right here, it is a little bit more your game, right? Oh my god, the backdash?
First interaction too. First interaction, they gambled on the backdash. That is very that is a lot of conviction in your defense. Nothing trying to do something similar, but Dobby just remains one step ahead. It's almost like they're taking up space in the real estate of Nothing's mind this early in the set. Oh, but a little bit too cheeky right there, looking for the ult lariat, but gonna be able to get the ult scoops on the ult lariat from Ladiva.
Yeah, the ult lariat is an unblockable, right? It does crush after the first block. Looking to get that final BP out of Dobby, but nothing. Just not able to make it work. Dobby reactions a little too good for his own good. Jumping over the Instinction, finally getting into this corner position once again, but the ult Battalions of Fear gonna put Nothing in their place. We're going all the way to the corner again.
Here's a tough spot,
another Instinction into the armor. Yeah, this ender is rough. Oh, we're throwing out of the corner. Interesting. Nothing. We're just swinging. We're just hoping to God something hits. Oh my God, and God listen to our prayers. Get into the ring.
Tough. That is so tough for Dobby, but Nothing's going to be able to exercise it to full advantage. Only 299 on the clock. A lot of damage off the part of Vaseraga's life bar, and we got the jump over the command grab, get him on the other side, and get us to a round 3.
Yeah, jumping over the great scythe, it's a tall task. You have to be looking for that constantly. Even just after the flash is sometimes way too late. Dobby now getting the corner pressure, but there it is. Like I said, the gamble is always there, always an option. You can just grab them out of it. The range is massive. Oh, there was an ult skill being used there. I believe that was the ult Instinction from Dobby. Oh my God. I heard a 5U. Did you hear the 5U?
I heard the 5U, and I saw the far L check multiple times and still leaded to an SBA finish here for Vaseraga to go up 2-0. Dobby looking for a date with Synn in grand finals. What will Nothing do? Do they stick to the Ladiva, or do they go to another character in the pocket? Nope. Going with the tried and true to get us through.
Yeah, you know what? The performance has been pretty all right so far, right? I believe that this is not a matchup issue. This is definitely just a defense issue, right? We're taking a lot of big gambles trying to get out of this corner, and it's not working out in Nothing's favor, right? I know that we spent most of our time fighting in the Jewel Casino, but that's definitely not the not what we're doing here. We're not spinning no slots.
Nah, dude, this is no home cooking for Ladiva here. We're in the Gladiators Dome between two even keel competitors. Had the time to recover and get over the reversal command grab attempt, and now gonna put them in the corner. SBA damage tacked on and catching them jumping up. And yeah, Nothing now sensing that Dobby is playing away from the command grab more than they fear the strike. So now we're just trying to see if we can structure our offense more in that space. But right now with delay 6XL to catch the round star far light, Nothing starting to really adapt.
Yeah, Nothing's really looking in his own all of a sudden out of this this third game gate. We're going directly into this corner, and we're catching everything Dobby's doing. Dobby trying to speed this game along, trying to get this 3-0 in the bag so we can all go home. But Nothing's definitely putting up a fight, shutting down the potential of a 3-0 loss. That reverse 3-0 is within sight. They can just taste it. The reverse hit. Nice with punish with the 2M. Alt Lariat should be able to close out the game one for themselves. Moving on to game 4.
That's a very underrated button in Ladiva's arsenal. That 2M is so strong.
Oh man, explosive. It's over.
Oh no. Yeah, no, it's over.
Wallahi, it is over.
It's over. For those of you watching the VOD, all run long, we have been looking for potential reverse sweeps. And it has been Kanme that has been cursing it each time. It's pulled up short, but maybe nothing can make it happen finally. There's never a better time than right now, but right now it's Dobby's time. Gonna get the punish with the far M, getting them to the other side. Big plus frames here. Oh, but just out of the range of the 5U, so we get a punish opportunity here for nothing.
Yeah, we're getting all the way over. Almost into this corner. Wow, we go all the way. That is crazy. The movement on that and a couple 5L taps should be able to close up the round. Nothing really turning this round on its head. All of a sudden, out of the corner, losing 50% of their life and then pushing it all the way to the other corner and taking the round. A nice crouch there. Dobby looking out for that lariat. Always got to be aware. What a command grab.
This time, not biting on the 6XL, just gonna hold the plus frames, rewarded with a chance to swing back on defense. Jumping over the lariat is Ladiva, but this time able to swat them out of there with the anti-air stance follow-up. So nothing.
Oh my god, swatting out of the air.
Making their ways in, and there it is, the 6XL gonna hit.
Yeah, nothing. Getting a lot of damage out from this one. We aren't going to be spending any of that meter, though. We're just going to be cycling our cooldown so that we can maintain, the pressure for another command grab there. Reduce damage, but that's all right. Another one hit should be enough to close it out, and nothing brings it to game 5 off the back of 2 really hot games for themselves.
All right, Kanme admin, is now the time. Is now the time. Hold up,
he's so many game 5s.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Something not right.
Ladiva in it.
Oh my god, we're break countering, we're break countering. Oh, this is big body neutral. It's 6XL for 6XL. No, BC. No, get out of here. 6XL. Nice, sniping out of the air there. No full confirm. That's all right. Sometimes the mental damage does more than the actual damage.
True.
Ooh, the ult area finally lands! Savage Rampage finally getting hit out.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I thought the reach would get there in time before it was really going to be curtains, but Ladiva going to be able to win that interaction and catch them holding up. Once again, opting for the strike over the throw. That's what Dobby has been digging defensively as well. And now, nothing threatening that reverse sweep. We are now at set point after being down 0-2.
Battle 2.
Yeah, nothing was looking completely down and out at the beginning of this round. I want you to just sort of like think back to what game 1 looked like. It was absolutely curtains for nothing, but the download has definitely happened here. It took a little while to get back online, right? Figure out what Dobby was doing and where the faults were, but nothing's looking a lot smarter, a lot stronger in this. But Dobby not going out without a fight here, looking to push us over into the final round there with a perfect.
Wow. Completely flipping the script there with how they structured their neutral and offense, pestering them with that far medium until they had access to the corner and resources to really make it count. I think this is going to be a good play down the stretch, and they're doing it again, just going to be able to use those extended normals, but a misplaced Raging Strike could spell the end of the run here.
Oh my god, we're in the corner versus Ladiva. Help me!
Ayúdame!
The great sight misses!
The Luta Lord is jumping on over it, looking like Ray Phoenix off of the top turnbuckle, and now we're going all the way over to the left side of the corner, slamming back down to the ground. Nothing. What do you got?
Oh my god, coast to coast, baby!
And that's it, an ultimate command grab after the fact. The reverse sweep has been completed, and nothing.
I am really looking forward to it. While you're there, also make sure you claim those Matcherino codes. I noticed there is a lot of them still there. Exclamation mark Matcherino. Kanme admin has put in chat there. Click contribute, click claim code, and you are done, sir. You put that money into the pot for us here over at Kanme. Everything goes to the competitors. And with that said, I'm out of breath. What are we looking at here, Zoma?
We're looking at some good grand finals action between Synn and Nothing. Right now, Synn off on the good foot after they got down early, but here we go. Big 2-hit counter hit. Anti-air to get them out of the sky. Great conversion as well. Get a bunch of Dragon Meter back. Didn't have a chance to go to that 236U, but now we can set up with all of the resources we gained with that great routing. Synn positioning themselves pretty well, but they're trying to position themselves is Nothing to land a crouching medium. Synn not letting that happen at all.
Oh my god, we are poking. We're poking with the 2Ms. Oh my god, and it finally hits.
Battle 2.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. We've been pushing for that for so long here that, you know what? It's about time that it hits. Nothing, though, trying to get their own pace going against Synn's very liberal use of this Brave counter. I do not want to be blocking Ladiva either. This is no judgment. Nice reaction from though.
Larry's gonna find his mark again. Now we're seeing Nothing was trying to go for that crouching medium before, but now gonna opt for that lariat to try to get some space. But this time Synn already adapting to the change in tempo from Ladiva. Feels like Synn is just really finding ways to keep Nothing uncomfortable in neutral and then parlaying that into this great advantage state. But now that state is not as strong without that dragon gauge, which is why you're seeing a whole lot of 6XL and the run up into the super. My God, to pull his card, all 52 of them, and show the royal flush to the people at the casino, man.
If anybody asks you, what does Granblue look like, please send them this clip. Chat, please clip that. Please clip that. How many 6XLs was that?
I cannot believe the exact right amount of 6XLs to piss Nothing off and then get the SBA after that. That is elite gamesmanship from Synn, man. He just knows. He just knows things.
Zooey.
Oh my god, there's no way, dude. I would have pressed like 5 6XLs earlier. Somehow the magic number is like 7 or something. I'll have to wait for an official count there from chat. Please make sure you get a clip on that, but we gotta move on. We gotta move on to game 2 here. Synn up that round after I don't even want to like say what I think that is. Like just outright blatant disrespect of Nothing as a person and a player.
Look, man, sometimes you got to spend that BC on that 6XL. That's all I'm going to say. But what I'm going to say right now is the Soriz coming through, looking to put Zooey black and blue. Big damage here to open things up, and now we got to force the counter hit BC on the other end. Far heavy after the shimmy. The jump back there going to get them some time. And I would love to see if Synn learned from that last time where Nothing just kind of held down back for a minute. When they had 59 seconds, so much of a health lead. We gotta start looking for these throws, but Nothing gonna use that space to lariat on in and take the first round.
Nothing is not a Brave counter appreciator over here, all right? I've been noticing that. We're ending most of these rounds with 3 diamonds or like maybe 2 if you're in a bad situation.
Yes. I feel like you're a high health character. Oh, you should afford to kind of spend a couple of them.
Right. I feel like if you got the money, if you're a rich man, you should spend your money. Oh, but 2M punish is not found out there. Synn getting away with murder on that whip special.
Ooh. That meaty missing could have been a real bad spot for Nothing, but it's gonna be looking good here. Not fully optimal on the combo, not quite ready with the full routing to kill. But still gonna put Synn in a tough spot. Chip now on the table here. Synn gonna have to be really careful about how they want to play this down the stretch, but stretch coming up a little bit short there. Nothing gonna be able to win game 2 to force us at an even set count going into the 3rd.
Yeah, really wanting to bring it to that reset. Synn really wanted to take this home seemingly as stylish as humanly possible, right? Pulling out everything. You saw that little walk forward before, right? We're out for blood. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Yeah.
Stay back. Stay back.
Oh, there it is, though.
Stay back. Stay back.
Synn does still bleed red, but Nothing is going to get a lot of damage in return. All the way over to this corner. We're going to be seeing a lot more dragons come out here. 50% dragon meter. Not even needed. Some normals. All it is to open Nothing up. Oh, and we're caught reaching.
Damn, yeah, that backdash into that far H has been getting a lot of work in for Synn. Really good stuff right there. See if we can propel it into another win here. Already looking for that DP here. A late press there from nothing. Not quite sure of the situation. Synn gonna use that to their advantage and then get them with the reactions. Once again, spot dodging the dragon, but it's the lightning that's waiting for you.
Yeah, that H lightning is a real doozy here. Nothing is gonna be taking so much damage from that one mistake here. Nearly 40%. That's all it needs, and yeah, the ult Roundhouse Fang not hitting its mark. Synn taking game 3 pretty handily after that last loss.
Battle 1.
We're locking in with the Soriz for the rest of the set here. Cannot change here in this first set unless they reset. They go back to Ladiva, but they're feeling really good here. It's the Soriz that has taken a game in the first place, looking to do a second one here with Synn in the corner, getting frame trapped, opened up by the Lariat, and unfortunately,
that's a combo drop.
Super. That's a lot of damage now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Make sure you practice your optimals, everybody. Otherwise, you could be on the receiving end of the Zooey SBA. Take half your life bar just for that one mess up. And all your meter, everything's gone. We're getting it all taken away. The court has spoken. The jury is back in. Oh, we can't cash it out. We have to live one little bit longer. Synn looking to close this out. No reverse 3-0s, no comebacks allowed here. We are keeping it simple. One more game left for tournament point.
Oh man, I can hear the voices and nothing said right now. They are winning right now. They're saying we need to kill this girl now. Already putting them in the corner, dumping all of our heavy skills into exerting pressure and still maintaining the mindfulness to dodge the raging strike. Good punish on the end of it as well. No drops on the SBA conversion this time. Perfect is the combo and perfect is the round. Nothing trying to force game 5 here going into round 3 of game 4.
I feel like I just saw the same round happen for 2 different characters. The round 1 and round 2 were so different, but so much of the same. Different corners, different characters, and different everything. And yeah,
oh man. That setup's gotten them a fair amount of times too. Let's see if we get that backdash far heavy here. Looking for it this time, nothing. Gonna be a lot more disciplined. Just gonna wait for their turn to BC. Gonna get the anti-air hit. And gonna just stabilize it with the raging strike. Not enough to kill combo limit.
And the ult Roundhouse Fang is not gonna hit. Synn's gonna punish simply with a 2M to take the tournament over nothing. 3-2.